Right, good evening everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm not on mute this evening. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, bad news. Fabulous. I'm trying to force a smile on my face right now. I'm forcing myself to smile because I'm in a very bad mood. I'm telling you now. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. So what the sound level's like, let me know. I did a test recording before the session started. I took about 20 minutes to get everything set up, and I thought I'm having a nice relaxing stream this evening. I'm going to just chill out, enjoy some CK2. 20 minutes of preparations, getting all the webcam sorted, getting the sound levels sorted. You see, I don't understand how this works. Let's turn it down a touch. We'll tweak it as we go along. But on the recording, the sound levels were the game sound was a bit soft, which I thought was a bit strange because the settings, the mixer volume was quite high, so I thought that's a bit strange. Dear, dear, dear. Right, okay. So I've just softened it down a touch. Okay. So we're going to put football out of our minds, because that's the reason why I'm not very happy. Combined with the fact that the internet was playing up, and if you know me by now, when it comes to my internet, as soon as I get an issue or a problem with it, I just get rageously mad. I don't know why. I just expect the internet to work. I don't expect there to be problems with it. It's what I'm paying £50 a bloody month for. It's for perfect internet, not for issues. Bloody virgin. Right. Excuse me. Mop me brow. Okay. So I'm just going to take the first 10 minutes just to get accustomed to what the flipping hell's going on. It's been a while since the last. Oh yeah, my mum was supposed to be going out, so she set off. She went off to a friend's house. She was going to go to a friend's house. So she went off, tootling off. I'm there on the phone to Virgin, kicking up a right old fuss, getting, very, very angry man. Internet's not working. Oh, take the white wire out and put this wire in. Have you tried restarting the router? And all that was going on, so I'm very, very frustrated, and Leeds are losing, so I'm even more frustrated. But although I was glad that the internet went down because I couldn't watch the football because it was lagging. So I thought, I don't know what, just turn it off. Just turn that rubbish off. And then she came back. I thought she's back a bit early. She's only been gone 5 minutes. Flat tyre. So she can't go anywhere this evening. I'm not going to my friends. I can't be bothered. So both of us, baby mother, have had a horrendous evening so far. And I'm thinking of turning to rum. I was deciding not to have a drink this evening. I had a couple of wines yesterday. I thought I'm going to have a teetotal night tonight. I've got my Ribena. I thought just have some juice. Although I could do with a stiff drink after my trials and tribulations. Anyway, I hope your evenings are going better than mine. But now we're on. We're rocking and rolling. So fingers crossed. The icing on the cake will be Johann dies very shortly of smallpox. That'll just cap it off nicely. And then I can turn everything off in a massive anger, in a massive fit of rage. Right, so yes, we have a plague, a smallpox epidemic, sweeping through the country, and good old Johann, one to stand side by side with his subjects, has refused to close the gates. God, some people will call him foolish, I'm sure, but no, you only have to look at what happened with his daughter. I mean, bless her heart. She was stricken with smallpox, and then all of a sudden, just like that, click of a finger, she was cured. It's a miracle, people cried out. It's a miracle. She just was cured within seconds, instantaneously. A few prayers, a few bits of water, holy water, oh, bless you, child, bless you, and she was completely cured. Never before has this been seen. Smallpox, once you've got it, you're dead. You're dead. There's no hope for you, apparently. But Princess Agatha, she powered on through. So if there's ever you want a sign that the divine is with us and that we have the Lord's protection, I think that in itself was the sign. Right. Okay, so Senrud then. First matters of business. Senrud, the first matter at hand. Come of age, 16 years old, came of age in the last session, and look at him, it's beautiful. He looks very, very... I mean, it makes no difference, really. It was when I last looked, it was the 91st minute. It was 1-0. It's not as if 2-0 is going to do much worse than it already was. They weren't going to come back, so it makes no difference. I said last week I was cutting my time. This is really bad. Oh, this is real. We'll get to the game eventually. It's a stream, right? You don't have to play the game all the time. I want to engage. Is it really bad that if Leeds don't get promoted, I stand to win £200? Is that really bad? I think shrewd sports trading, I call it. But knowing Leeds like I know Leeds. I know they're prone to this kind of late season issue, and they're priced to get promoted. I mean, I don't know if people are quite so savvy with betting odds, but Leeds to get promoted were around about 1 to 3, 1 to 3 odds on to get promoted, and I was like, that is far too short. Far too short. They're saying like there's like a 70, 80. I can do the maths, but about 75% chance that Leeds are going to get promoted. 75% chance that Leeds are going to get promoted, according to those odds. No. I put the odds much higher than that. So it was like, well, I've got to take that price and lay them. I've got to lay them. So basically I laid them to get promoted, which means I'm backing them not to get promoted at 1 to 3. That price was just far too short. So yeah, if they don't get promoted, I stand to win £200, which would be a very small consolation because I'd be absolutely mortified beyond belief. But you know, £200. You've got to be cutthroat about this when you're in the old sports trading business. You've got to be cutthroat. There's no ties. There's no sort of there's no loves here. It's all about business. And yeah. Anyway, we're still second on goal difference now, apparently. So yeah, keep on going. Yeah, we'll soldier on. The 15 games to go. It's still all to play for. Right, Senrud Johansson. Let's get to the game, shall we? Enough football talk, please. Looking a fine and dandy young man. Look at him. He is the apple of his father's eye. He has been raised. He's got rulership. He's got martial, and he's got learning. He doesn't have intrigue. Who needs intrigue? He doesn't have diplomacy. He can get a good diplomacy wife if he needs to, or gets a very good chancellor. It's not a problem for him personally, really. But he's looking like a fine young man, zealous, mastermind theologian, just, temperate, and diligent. I mean, he is the perfect candidate to take over as the next king, potentially speaking. Okay. I don't know if you can see me or if you're getting lag now, but my internet connection seems to have dropped out again. Hello? Oh, God help us, please. Don't do this to me, Virgin. Don't do this to me. Just talk to me, people. If you can see me, talk to me. I'm getting lots of red signs here. Internet seems to be screwed. How bad is it for you guys? Oh, you can see me. Any connection issues? No? Connection problems? Is working? Okay, fine. I mean, I can't barely see myself. Yes, okay, it is lag. It's going to lag because the internet connection is really bad. Very laggy. Ah! Why? Right, stand by, people. Come on. Sorry, I'm just doing a few checks here. Right, I need to ring them again. Oh no, hang on. We're back up to full pace here. Oh no, it's kilobytes per second. Sorry, we're not back up to full pace at all. No, I don't think so. Oh, is it clearer now? Oh, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, oh, wait a second. Yeah, I think we're back up to full pace here, people. Back up to full pace. Nice 400 megabytes per second download. That's a good start. It's the upload speed that's the all important. Let's have a look at the upload speed. Come on. Come on, 35. Come on, push on. Push on. Oh, there we go. About 28, that's fine. Complete connection is, yep, we're back in the green. We're back in the green. Right, if this happens, this could happen intermittently, unfortunately. If it happens again, I'm still debating whether to continue this on or not, because I really don't want to put you through this intermittent connection issues. Right, so forget the fact that the past 10 minutes that's happened in this stream and all that kind of nonsense talk and all that. We're going to start fresh. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. Hope you've had a good weekend, everybody. Hope you've had a good weekend. And now I'm feeling so happy today. Everything has been completely glorious this evening. I've had a relaxing day. Horse racing's gone well. I've had some lovely food. Sun has shined outside. And oh, it's been so fabulous. So fabulous. So, where were we? Right, good. We're in the green. So Senrud, yes. Senrud Johansson is looking pretty mighty fine. However, there was a bit of a quandary as to should we put him on the throne or not. Well, ultimately, we'll let the people decide, because it is elective, which means other dukes and duchesses across the land have a vote. So if they wish to put him there, then they can do so. We shall continue to vote for our elder son, because he's older, he's got a duchy, he's proven himself. And until this man does something to a similar effect, we can't really tell. He's got potential. He's got potential. We need to see him realise that potential before we do anything drastic. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion that if we change our vote, a lot of the duchesses and dukes across the land will change their vote to the same as us. Just because we're so wise that they think that they should vote the same way that we do. So, right. So he needs a wife is the first task of the day. Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this fine evening. Right, yeah, so he needs a wife. So shall we go wife hunting on camera? We've got no choice, really. And we also need to give him some land. Now, we don't have any land at all to give him at the moment, unless we were to give him Hull, which is not going to happen. Can't give away pieces of our domain now, can we? So we need to get him. So we need to get him married. We also need to get our daughter married as well. Our daughter needs to be married. So if anybody's got any ideas, anybody got any ideas of who we can marry off to? Loot Stonehenge. Does Johann look the kind of person who's going to loot sacred sites? No, don't be silly. Johann's not going to go looting sacred sites. Are you mad? So, we'll do the usual thing, which will just kind of fly through all the tabs, fly through all the messages, get everything set up, then we'll start the ball rolling and we can start properly. Okay? I aim to be able to be starting this time by 8 o'clock. So let's get everything sorted. Right, let's have a look at the council. We're happy with the council, although we're not happy with the current situation with our Chancellor. Now, nothing against Mayor Bertnoff, because he's been a very, very staunch ally of ours for some time. He's 51, he's grown up with us, he's been Mayor of Doncaster for a long, long time. He's been Chancellor for a while, not just of England as he is now, but he's also been Chancellor when we were just a mere Earl of Leeds. I think he may still be the Regent, so he's going to remain the Regent. But given the situation here, we need somebody very, very competent to get into the Isle of Man and just suss this situation out. So, we need a very, very competent new Chancellor. I'm sorry to say. Now, and when we're talking competent Chancellors, we're talking very competent. Right, so let's have a wee peeky, shall we, at potential Chancellors. And Aethelwald, Court Chaplain. He is already our Court Chaplain of Prince Johann of England. Oh, he's my son's Court Chaplain. Why on earth is he the Court Chaplain, you've got to wonder yourself. He's like got a learning of 3. He's great eminence. He's stubborn and greedy and ambitious and arbitrary. Not the greatest of nah. See, we've got to draw the line. Not a lot of good chancellors out there, and Johann is a picky guy when it comes to picking his council members. So, although he's pretty good in terms of his diplomacy, his greed, ambitious, and arbitrary ways. It's not very good. It's not very good. Oh, it's a pagan site. Well, I should have realised that, shouldn't I? Stonehenge. I live in bloody England. Not that I've ever visited Stonehenge, like. Right, okay. So there's nobody decent there. Yorsabert is a little bit better, and he might have. I think he actually might have a chancellorship of closer to 12 if you take away his. Yeah, if you take away secluded with courtiers, he's back up to 14. Okay, we're not going to get much better than him at the minute. That's kind of a shame. Right, okay, so council members are sorted then. We can't change our chancellor, unfortunately. Right, Keeper of the Swans, High Almoner, Seneschals, all these minor titles. Let's give that to we'll give that to our court chaplain. Why not? Master of the Arms and all that. Cupbearer, somebody that we can trust. Somebody that we can trust. How about us? Can we give it to our son? Can we give it to our new son? Yeah. We'll make him Cupbearer and we'll make him Seneschal. We'll give him some honorary titles to kickstart his career off. Why not? Can we give this? Can we give him Seneschal as well? No. Maybe you can only have one title at a time. I think you can maybe only have one honorary title at a time. But we could appoint him to be a commander as well. He has a decent commandership. So with 15. So if we make him our commander and our cupbearer, we're just sort of easing him in to the life of the old rulership ways, giving him a few minor chores to kick things off. Okay. Very good. So he fills our commander slot. Right, council is hunky-dory. Can we change any laws yet? No, we can't. can. I stand corrected. Hang on. What do we wish to change here? Centralisation medium. Increase the centralisation once more. Or obligations. Ask for some more cash from the burghers. What do we think, people? What do we think, my most learned advisors? Should we go for some more cash from the old burghers, or should we increase the centralisation? Just for the future, more than anything, really. I mean, how many supporters? We can pass any law we wish right now. Everybody in the council loves us. We might as well take advantage of this to set ourselves up for a prosperous future. What do we think? In the meantime, technology, improved keeps. Yes, and then we'll go for construction next. And military, everything's looking good. Shut the gates, no. Celibate, yes. 2 prisoners. Who are these people? Ah. Prisoners to deal with. Prisoners to deal with. And lots of things to do. Successors. Who could we put as a successor? Oh, he's depressed. Our court chaplain is depressed. What on earth are you depressed for, man? Whoever dies first, you could take their slot. Pope Leo is aged 82 and he's still going strong, my friends, which is good because we like the man. And we are trying to build a church. We are building one. It's going to be finished on the 14th of March this year. Centralise. More cash equals faster cathedral. Gate cathedral is expensive. How are the title of it? We've got a lockdown on all those kind of revocations. We can do what we please when we please it. Revocations are allowed. Right, more money from the burghers, I think, is the general gist. Let's go for more money from the burghers. Right, good. So everything seems to be sorted there. Grand tournament, no. Married, no thank you. We'll dismiss that for now because Johann's had enough of marriage for the time being. Sandra has unlanded, we'll keep that in mind. He's going to become our last commander. Realm peace is enforced, and we can shut the gates. Sorry? The religion, which law is that? In the realm tab. What are we looking for here? Oh! I can scroll up and down. Oh, there's more laws, sorry. Religious. The ruler has... Oh, damn. Can we cancel this law change? Ruler has acquired the right to enforce religious control upon subjects and may now seize the titles of heathens and heretics freely. Oh. Oh, that would have been nice. We kind of already pressed the button now. Shooting hellfire. Okay. Keep that in your memory banks for next time then. I had the right to enforce religious control upon subject. Okay, I've got to ask the question then. If we had done this, I don't know if we can cancel this now. Can we not cancel this? If we'd have changed this law, I'm tempted to reload it, you know. I don't tend to reload things. Would we have been able to take, say, the Isle of Man from a pagan? Freely? Is that what it classes as? Hello, Talkie Walkie. Enforce religious control upon subjects, and we now seize the titles of heathens and heretics. So what class does a heathen and a heretic then? Is it Is it another religion? Oh, it's within the realm. Oh, within the realm. Right, right. Okay, so it's not quite so imperative then. It is something for the future, just in case we need to deal with somebody quickly. But not quite just yet. Right, fine. That's okay. We'll bear that in mind. Senra's cupbearer and commander. Okay, so marriage. Unfortunately, there's no. I'm sure that there's no eligible duchesses free for our Senrad here. So how on earth? Who do we go for? All these wonderful women. All these wonderful women to pick from. Okay. I hate this. I hate this marriage malarkey. Right, is there anybody in the land that fits the bill? I think last time I looked, I think most people were either married, age 4. No, she's a sleep around. She sleeps around. Don't want any of her children marrying my son. Thank you very much. Husband's already on the council. That's a bit too close to home. Okay, so there's nobody really in here for my son. Child of King Alan of Brittany, who was crowned by the Pope, actually. Already married. Oh, look at this! There's a turn up. There's a turn up for the old books has just happened. It looks like the old excommunicated philanderer of a king, King Hughes the Great, has died of an infected wound at age 61. It took a while, but finally he met his maker. Bloody hell, right. I'm assuming that you're no longer excommunicated, which is not bad, because we have a problem, which we'll get to very shortly. We've got a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go for. There's no kind of marriage candidates from other countries, so we're just going to have to go with a suitable candidate. So first of all, we'll just have a quick scour of the old realm and beyond. Not married, not a ruler. Well, rulers could be welcome as well. Women. Okay, let's go any. Ruler, diplomatic range, join court, any. It's got to be our religion. Right, is that right? That's right. I think that's right. Let's have a look. Any zealous women? Siflade, courtier in Lancaster. A mere courtier. It's probably not quite as befitting of a prince, and she's got a few issues. Okay, that's not looking good. It's not looking marvellous. Let's go from the top. Who is she? Maud. Attractive, quick, diligent. Oh, she's cynical. That's no use either. $38. Any learned types? Wow. So bugger when it's slim pickings, isn't it? So right, these are all zealous. This could be a better search here. Gudrun is weak, but brave, humble, zealous, and charitable. I don't think we wish to weak. That doesn't look good. Hello, Jack. So we're just currently engaged in a marriage simulator here, trying to find ourselves somebody for our son. It's not looking marvellous, is it? It's not looking marvellous at all. Right, let's get rid of all the zealous types. and just go purely for just a wholesome, good-hearted woman. Let's have a look, shall we? So we'll start with good diplomacy. Sturdy lass, who's honest, erudite and temperate. Great eminence, and she's 19 years young. I like her name as well, Zine. You could call her Xena, a sturdy woman, warrior princess. Ooh, I'm liking that. Oh no, this was worse than usual. This was worse than usual. She looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with her. I'm quite happy. Bear her in mind, she's Greek. Xena of Portici. Right, we've got diligent, shrewd, uncouth, but attractive. I'm not a big fan of uncouth. What are those claims she has? Does she have a claim? She has a weak claim on the barony of Portici. I mean, she looks a sturdy woman, bless her. She does, doesn't she? She looks like she could handle herself. It looks like she could really handle herself if the chips were down and she needed to give somebody a black eye. She looks like she could sort that out, not a problem. Right, okay. Ooh, look at this woman here. She's not quite as good in terms of the overall stats, but she's dull though. Brave, chaste, trusting, temperate, and humble. That is quite nice. But I mean, dull. Are we marrying here for character? Are we marrying so that my son can have? Well, yes, actually. Do you know what? Yes, we are. She's going to hold a conversation. Purdy's ancestor. Where? Sophia? The Italian. Where's the Italian? Let's have a look at Sophia. Where? Where are you looking? I didn't see... I don't see a Sophia. Am I missing a trick here? Not a clue. Right, let's have a look at some other stats. Right then, so martial ability. Shrewd, paranoid, erudite, kind, brave, temperate. Oh, she's 38 though. She's a concubine. No, that's no use. Don't marry my son off to people's concubines. What do you take him for? Are you foolish? Yeah, we're not seeing. Not going for devious. And uncouth. Nah, I'm thinking Xena. A one-eyed what? A one-eyed genius. Where was that? I'm missing all these people. No, I think it's Xena. She has been presented to us, and the first thing we think is, oh my God, she's got a strong jaw. But yes, my lord, she's very good. She shows temperance. She likes the scriptures as well. She's a very honest woman. She can handle herself well at court. She's got a very powerful way with words. She'll be able to keep your son in line, guide him, and like you, good conversation is a must. She'll learn the language very quickly. She's very bright. Good stock. She's and the epitome of statesmanship. Mastered the art of diplomacy. Yeah, I think that's definitely. Oh, he's gonna get a massive debuff from marrying the relative of a baron, but who cares? You should be grateful. We are taking it upon ourselves to bring forth a fine woman. Not that Johann is the best when it comes to selecting women, as we've found out the hard way. So we'll see how that marriage blooms. Good old Xena. Right. Somebody said, why don't we betroth our daughter to this new king of France? No. Wow. Political concerns. We are Maybe the previous war we had? That's fairly close, though. How old are we now? She's 18, you're 9. It's not that much of a difference. Okay, not interested. It's a crying shame. She could have, after his father's antics, having our daughter come down and teach this little child a thing or two, King Robert. It could have put France back on the path to redemption. Is there any way we could try to grease the wheels here? You reckon a gift to a king? How much more? How many more do we need? Do we reckon that would help? Opinion of me, 31. Is it? No chance. We're not sending him that much money. I'm not that desperate. I mean, having our daughter marry into the family would be very, very handy. Right, okay. It's a shame. Let's have a look. Who's going to be... If any potential heirs. Any potential heirs that might be... Prince Conrad of Arles. His father, though, is a cynic. And a hedonist. That's kind of not good. The Italian revolt's finished, and King Lothair. It looks like he may have come out victorious. He did come out victorious. His hairstyle's changed a little bit, though. Is this the same guy? So he's got a son, Prince 2 years old, too young. King Lothair, quite a good man. Quite a good man indeed. But nobody really. Yeah, it was the same. See, it is the same guy because his sister's now a nun, courtesy of Johann. So it's the same guy. Right, yes. I am going to get to that after I've married off my children. Let's have a quick peek at marriage candidates on the male side. Let's go for highest ranks. Robert, Duke of Anjou. He's 13. He's a duke within France. He's a bastard child. That takes away that. What about Duke of Upper Brittany? That's quite close to home. He's a hedonist and cynic as well. That's not very good. Sigismund, Duke of Franche-Comté. He's a bastard. Duke of Blois. 9 years young. He's a legitimised bastard. You see this? You have a French ruler previously that sleeps around. People follow his example. All this whole of France, nothing but inbreeding and philandering and sticking your thing in things that, oh my God, it's just not good down there. I don't think we should be marrying our daughter to their king. I don't know if this place is a cesspit of debauchery. My God. I think we need to cut our ties with this place. Completely cut our ties. Gottschalk. Right, okay, so we're not going to be marrying any sort of high-ranking types. So let's go for a zealous man. She needs to get married quickly because she's 18. She needs to have some kids and all that kind of stuff. So let's go for just a good, wholesome Christian man. So, and just hope that she has some kids, and just, that's the end of it. Marrying for alliances or marrying for... There's nobody else. There really is nobody. I feel like I'm wasting a daughter, marrying her off to some random nobody. I really think we should be patient and take the opportunity just to make sure there's nobody else that we wish to marry her off to before we marry her off to some courtier somewhere. Okay, so France is out of the question right now. Italy we've just seen. He's too young. Right, okay. We'll just for the sake of getting the ball rolling. I did say at 8 o'clock we'll start the time, so I've got 2 minutes to go. So look, last thing to just look at very quickly before we start the time, and we can start the session properly, is, yeah, somebody's noticed we've got a bit of an issue. Spain has been overwhelmed by the Umayyad rather quickly, and they've also started to seep into Lower France. Now, at the moment, we have a Umayyad revolt attacking Caliph Hassan of the Umayyad Empire in the war against tyranny of Caliph Hassan of Umayyad Empire. This is quite a situation, my friends. This is quite an issue that we are taking very close note of, because they're spreading faster than any smallpox, I'm telling you. Faster than any smallpox. This is the real plague in the world today, and this needs to be dealt with if it gets any more of an issue. So we're going to now go. Let's put on 2 speed to start with. My former ward, Prince Senrad, has finished his education. In our final discussions, we talked about following the rule of St. Augustine, like we did with our previous son as well. And he's attempted to take my advice. Now, this could well be the tester. Has he taken on board our last bit of advice? To the glorious King Johann, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Prince Senrad and Zine shall be married. And look at that. Senrad came and told me all about how he has tried to follow the rule of St. Augustine and become a better man. He talks vigorously of all his prayers and time spent doing penance. You're a better man than me if you can do penance, my child. And he's become charitable. Oh boy, look at that. Another virtue already added to his list. Look at that. So zealous, diligent, just, temperate, and now charitable. And here comes Zina of Portici. Duke Withrad has said something or done something. Right, people are screaming at me here. Screaming. So the Count of Orivieto. What about him? You're screaming this count with no context. And where is he? I'll keep the time going whilst I try to find this thing. How do you search? Where's the search feature? Hello? Find characters. Can we do it like... I'm assuming he was a marriage candidate for my daughter. Oh, prisoners. 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 Right, we got prisoners in our cells that need dealing with. So this lady here, she plotted to kill my grandson. So like my former wife, she too must be sent to take the vows. It's going to cost me piety, but she needs to do it. People need to learn that this is not what you should be doing. Sorry, my phone is having a freak out. Right, good. So she's been tossed aside to the convent. So who is this Mildrith? I think she's just a child. I mean, release her. I think she may have come with her mother, or she may have been born. Maybe was she born in prison with her mother? I don't know. Possibly, but we'll release the child. If she's like, oh yeah, she was born. Yes, she was born. She was born in prison. Oh, how very lovely. How very lovely. Right. Blessed Conversus Johann, we are pleased to hear that you have completed the construction of a new temple in Selby. Oh, look at that. 300 devotion. And we have finished a temple construction in Leeds. So we have created the barony, the bishopric of Selby. Selby, good old Yorkshire town. Right, okay, so we need to give that away because we are not suitable to rule a bishopric. So we need to give somebody within our court, possibly, this title. Ainfrith. If we make him, because he is like a prime. He's depressed, unfortunately, but he's like a prime candidate to be a bishop ruler. If we make him, do we lose him as court chaplain? Okay, I'll check it out. What? So we could grant him the title of Bishopric of Selby. I don't know if he can be the court chaplain as a. We'll try it. Is he still court chaplain? Oh yes, very good. So there you go, Bishop Enfrith. You would make a fine bishop indeed. In fact, he's now our highest cardinal appointment score candidate. How does that fare in the college? Only 100 points. Oh no, that's not him. Hang on. Oh, he's there, 499. No, it's Aid Sigger. Bishop Aid Sigger is our highest candidate. Only 100 points away from becoming a cardinal. And we're not going to spend the money on it though. Right, weak claim can be pressed. Okay. Shut the gates. Okay. Realm peace enforced. Okay. Commander of England. Apparently, another commander can be appointed. We don't have any candidates, so we'll leave it be for now. My wish to become a better Catholic has led me to the rule of St. Augustine. Following in the footsteps of St. Dominic, I have realized the value of kindness. Every display of compassion brings us closer to a purer, gentler and holier world. We have gained kind. Of course we have. Right. Oh! No! Oh, I was about to... Oh, we're still going to look, but nobody is voting for our younger son. Still 8 votes are favouring Prince Johann. Speaking of our younger son, he's got smallpox, people. Now, my daughter, she fought this disease off with divine intervention. And my son, he is us, a mirror image of us. And if my daughter can fight this deadly pox, then so can he, surely. Surely. Call for the court physician immediately. Should have just shut your gates, Johann. This is your own fault. It's a test. It's a test. And if he comes through this test, like my daughter did, perhaps it is a sign. Perhaps it may be a sign that if he can fight off smallpox, he could well be the chosen one. Do we believe in such things? Do we believe? And if he was to fall to this great pox, then that too could be a sign. As smallpox is beginning to clear, this could just be the last victim, the last major victim. Come on, son, you can do it. You can fight this deadly disease. Do you mean stupidness? How dare you? No, come on, please. Two of my male family members could be wiped out very shortly. Oh, God. Oh, no, come on, no. I've got a rash. I'm now stressed. No, I'm not. I've lost the straight stress. That's good for the health. Okay, we're no longer stressed, but we've got a rash on us. People are saying it could be smallpox. It's not smallpox there. It's just a bit of it's a bite. Midges, you see. Them bloody... Remember I went traipsing through the gardens of my fellow society members? Those roses, allergic reaction. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to panic about, people. Bishop Enfrith of Selby states that his extensive medical experience leads him to the certain conclusion that you are developing smallpox. I'm not developing smallpox, Enfrith. There's no need to be dramatic. I feel right as rain. I've said my prayers. I feel like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Never felt so better. Never felt so better at all. I don't know what you're harping on about. Legalism. Let's get that up to level 3. Right. Okay. So Bishop has. You should abstain from food, my lord. You should abstain in order to feel better and fast for 3 days. But I'm already malnourished. If I starve myself any more, I cannot physically eat any less than I do. I'll be skin and bones, man. I'll be skin and bones. But it's very fine. I mean, who am I to go against the advice of my court physician? I'm glad I hired him. He seems to know what he's doing. He cured my daughter in double quick time. And Prince Johann has secluded himself away. He's like, yeah, my brother's dying, my father's dying. I ain't gonna suffer this same pox. Shut the doors! The door slams shut. Measles breaks out in Suffolk. Oh, it just died down. It's coming back again. No, this is a different disease. This is smallpox. Right? This is now measles. Round 2. Right, okay. Oh, our court chaplain secluded himself. He's like, forget this. Forget this. People are dropping like flies around here. I'm not having any part of this. Put your masks on. Oh, this is not good. And you feel a bit peaky. Bit of a malaise. Oh, coming down with a bit of temperature. These are all the surefire signs of smallpox. He's not having it, though. He's not having it. Fight it. Fight it, Johann. Fight. Fight! Oh! Look! Look! Another sign from God! Another miracle! Senrad has... Wow, he's cured! He's cured! 2 of my children! I'm telling you all now! It is divine work at hand here. People dying all over from this great thing, this horrible disease. And two of my children now have come sailing through with flying colours. They're fitter and more devout than they've ever been as a result of this. And this is exactly why I left my gates open. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to pause it. Just checking the connection settings. Bear with me. No, it's still in the green. I think it just dipped a bit. Yeah. Connection's dipping. It's dropping out again. Bear with me, folks. Oh, they're going to get a mouthful tomorrow morning, I tell you that much. They're going to get a mouthful. I think we should be all right now. I'm getting full speed here. I think it's just dropped a couple of times. Right, okay, so we're back to normal. It's just dropped a couple of times. Nothing too major. Keep me posted if you get any more lag. Yeah, but the connection did drop. I was getting a couple of red flashes on my connection, so it is a bit unstable. Right. So now, shivering. We feel unwell. A fever has broken out. This is definitely not good. Rash, temperature, fever. But if 2 of my children can battle through, we will be no different. And as we get this epic music about to start blaring out, this is a perfect time to get this disease. Perfect time to power through. As soon as we've finished with our disease, we'll hopefully be able to turn our attentions to other matters. Right, is he winning this fight? No, the Caliph is kicking his ass. No! 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 My daughter-in-law! Oh, my son! No, 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 no! Oh. Is she still alive? Ah! Oh, no! Oh, no. How far behind are you guys? I don't know. I think... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Let me refresh my stream. Oh. Oh, okay, I've refreshed my stream. I don't know how far behind. I think you're back on. I think you're back on par. I think you're back on par. We've lost him. Our oldest son. We've lost him. 25. He's died of stress. Why is the time not paused? What are you doing to me here? Oh no! God damn it! I shouldn't be blaspheming. Right, we've got to just take. Right, we've got to get a grip. Got to get a grip here. Right, Senrad. We're voting for Senrad to be the next King of England. We'll see how many votes he gets now. So, first of all, our grandson, Duke Johann III, is now the Duke of Cumbria. That's the first impact. And you're going to get lag now, I think, as well. Another dropout. Oh, don't do this to me, game, please. Internet's fading. We can arrange this guy's marriage, actually. I think, because he's our grandson and a close member of our family, I think we can arrange his marriage if we need to. So, we'll bear that in mind. But yes, our grandson is Duke of Cumbria now. Excuse me, I'm going to blow my nose here. I'm very angry. God's sake. Have I missed anything? Not a thing, pal. You've not missed anything at all. You've not missed a damn thing. Everything's been going hunky-dory. In all this action, we've kind of overlooked the fact that we actually also have now a granddaughter as well. Signhild. She was born last year. But that kind of pales in significance right now. It kind of pales in significance. We need a new steward. Oh, this guy. He was a Jewish guy. He's come down with smallpox. Will you convert to Catholicism? We can't have a Jewish man as a steward. However, we can have our son as steward. Would make the most sense. Just swap out one son for another. So, you know, they're expendable, your sons. Okay, so we've lost our eldest son, which means we've lost our ties with Duchess of East Anglia. Our grandson is now Duke of Cumbria, which is fine. Our now oldest son, technically our eldest living son, our second son, is now the heir to the kingdom. All the votes aren't in yet. We'll see how the other duches and dukes and duchesses vote. But I'm thinking they'll see the light. Look at him. He's obviously the next best candidate. Right, we go on. We go onwards. We obviously mourn terribly the loss of our son, but as Johann always says, these things happen for a reason. God has seen to it that he needs to go to another place. His work is elsewhere, and it could just be that Senrad, right place, right time. These things happen for a reason, people. The machinations of the Lord are not to be underestimated, and not to be questioned. And now the lesions have appeared, which confirms... Oh, hell. Come on. What kind of illness are we? We're smallpox. Ah, shoot. 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 If we lose Johann and our eldest son, Johann II, in the same breath, it would be catastrophic. It really would. Okay. 8 votes. 8 votes. Other people have voted the same way. They vote the same way. Overwhelming votes. We're gonna... Oh. More than ever. We need to remain strong here, people. We need to remain here strong. We can't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere. We're bedridden. Or we're locked away. We've just got to see this out. We've just got to see this out. There's no teaching virtues and stuff until we're cured. But like my son and like my daughter, we will come out of this if the Lord deems it necessary. An experimental treatment or a regular treatment? What do we reckon? Oh, he's a very capable man. He's like, what? 26 learning. Oh, experimental treatment. Hello, Adamant, thank you. It's like it's a risk. Bring forth your experiments, for if it is fine. Do not fear. I trust in the Lord. Do as you need to do. Oh, come on, please. The powder was yellow and had a delicious scent. You were distraught to see Bishop Enfrith mix it with brimstone and sprinkle it over the still tepid gallbladder of a beaver. The animal had been found rabid, frothing at the mouth, exhibiting clear signs of the illness. We fight evil with evil. I feel amazing! Successful treatment! Come on, Johann. Come on. You can do it, son. Come on. You've got time left on this earth. Your time isn't done. There is still work that needs to be completed. There are cathedrals of the most grand scale to build. You are not done. If the Pope can live to 82, 83, however old he is now, if the Pope can live to this ripe old age, then you can too. The Lord protects you both. We do not fear a smallpox outbreak. We spit on smallpox. We don't spit too much because we'll pass it around to other people. But we spit on small. Right, somebody mentioned about marrying my daughter off to the Count of Orvieto. Count Gregory of Orvieto. He seems like a... Oh, he's a cynic. How flipping ironic. One of the Pope's own vassals is cynical. Right, it's gone from Leeds. It's gone from Leeds. It's dissipating. It's dissipating. Any candidates for our grandson? Ooh. Oh, it's her again. Gudrana. We're too distraught. We're too ill to be arranging marriages right now, but she's quite good. 21, Mara. He's very young. He's got time yet. He's got time. But cough on the cynics. According to your Marshal, Charles de Jean, the peasants of Hull have been frequent troubles with highwaymen and wild beasts. Yes, build those outposts. We can't have our people being robbed. You can spare some coin, not a problem. Right. A period of calm, a period of calm. A period of calm. We've not been officially removed of our disease, but it's looking positive. It's looking positive. Commentator's curse. It's looking positive. It's looking positive. We've got a positive treatment. We're also strong, so that helps us out. People are returning to council now. Woo! And yay! 1st of January, let's pause it. Few things have happened. We no longer have smallpox. So 3 members of our family struck down with this great illness, and 3 members of our family walk forth enlightened and feeling better. It was a way to purge out those sins that are creeping in. It was a way for us to purge them out from our bodies with that fever and that sweat. Out went all the negativity, and we are reborn, stronger and better than ever. Beautiful. And now we continue God's work in earnest, for we have been given our second chance. So, everyone, back to business now, people. Back to business, as you were. Right, Pope, new Pope, people. Pope has died, and now we have Nicolaus II, who loves us. Of course he does. He's zealous. Let's have a look at him, shall we? He's 47, quite a young pope. He's a gardener. We know about gardening. We've plucked roses several times. Wrath and envious, that's fine. But he's zealous like us, and honest, gregarious, diligent. He's got a few issues. But ultimately, I mean, he's not a bad chap, not a bad young chap, and I'm sure we're going to get on swimmingly well as long as you continue in the same vein as the previous ruler did. Right. So let's just, so that's the new Pope. This is not looking good, people. I don't know, what can we do? I mean, there's nothing we can do against these Umayyads, and this looks, what's this? Defending against King Lothair of Italy, Italian Galatian excommunication. Are you excommunicated? Are you excommunicated? You're excommunicated. Well, that's not good for you. That's not very good at all. You're fine. Right. Can we give Pope Face spiritual guidance? Yeah. Who are we to spiritually guide the head of the Catholic faith? I think is the suggestion here. Right. That's a no. Unfortunately. Let's take a quick sweep around our land and make sure that all the dukes and the duchesses are as they should be. Starting with the Duke Beorhtric of Lothian. He's still in power. He's not bad. And if we see any candidates for our daughter in the meantime, who's now 19, still without marriage, let's keep checking. Robert, Duke of Anjou. bastard. So I'm not swearing. You, hedonist, you bastard. Interfamilial relations? Cousins? Ooh, goodness me. Who are you? Strategos. Strategos. High Chief. Pff, baloney. Baloney, I say. Right. Hello, Mr. Adewolf. He's going up in our estimations. He's burnt a heretic at the stake. We like that. He's got his downfalls, his drawbacks, but ultimately we'll let it slide for now. Right. Good old Johann the Third. Let's teach virtue. Let's start teaching our grandson the ways of the Lord. If he's going to rule, he has to learn to rule piously and justly. So when we can, we will teach him. In fact, can we educate him ourselves? Yes, we can. Come forth. Come forth to my court, where I shall teach you. It was what your father would have wanted. For us to steer you in the way that we have steered all of our children, that we have steered your mother. It only makes sense that you come to us for your guidance. So bringing him forth for education, hopefully that will ensure that he remains a just ruler, and who knows, he may be a future king of the country. You never know. You never know. Right, Aelfnoth. He's a sturdy man. He's kind of run-of-the-mill. But nothing to cause us concern. Warwick. Again, nothing really to cause us concern there. What about you, Eamonric? He's got one leg and he's got one hand. It's an unfortunate predicament to find yourself in, isn't it? The one-handed, one-legged Duke. I mean, we may call him a laughingstock. Duke Ethenbert, our form. Well, he's one of our old stewards. We rose him to this position, and he's doing a good job. He's doing a damn good job. Our drunken friend, who is no longer drunkard. He's no longer drunken, no longer cynical either. Still a hedonist, but good old Withred the Cruel. Knocking on a bit now. Kent, Aelthriff, 23. Stressed, proud, but again, nothing to concern ourselves with. And, of course, our daughter-in-law, Duchess of East Anglia, of Essex. She's recently in mourning, and she's betrothed herself to the Earl of the Isle of Wight as her next husband to be. He's 4 years old. No, I didn't. I did check him out. He's a cynic. Why is she doing that? What the hell is she doing? She's a 4-year-old child. Why do you... Looks like our spiritual guidance has gone astray here with this one. Right. Okay. So, sweeping through there, everything looks fine. The Dukes are still all tip-top. No cynics sneaking on through. Let's go. New Pope, of course. Somebody said about Holy War. Somebody might be a Holy War for this place. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand Holy Wars, but I don't think you can. It's measles. It's measles. Hello, Mr. Wubbed. Blessings upon you and your house. I kindly accept. Of course you do. It makes sense, child. It makes complete and utter sense. We have space for one more ward. Is there anybody out there who we should be guiding? Anybody out there that we should be guiding? If our son has a child with his... Ooh! Fast workers. Look at that. Good old Prince Senred and the sturdy Xena. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. Right, we'll see if she has a child. We'll see if she has a. We'll see if she has a son, and if she does, we shall straight away offer to teach that child the ways. Speaking of children, can we actually set his focus? No, I don't think we can. Massive recruitment drive. That's good. Right, let's keep going. Just short, man. Just short of next cardinal here. What happened to the young Johann? I'm a couple of episodes behind. You mean my son, Johann? Johann the Second? Please, people, tell him what happened to Johann the Second, please. It pains me. It pains me to repeat it. It pains me to repeat it. Somebody tell him. Okay. Good relations with the Pope increase. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can I have some money? No, you're already rich. Okay, that's fine. We're only asking. Oh. Cynical 4-year-olds. Was he cynical? Who's cynical? Yes, we have Johann the Third to look forward to. Johann the Third is still alive. Look at him. Beautiful young child of mine. Apple of my eye. Skip, you know, generation. 2 generations. But he's looking, look at that. He's only 5, but he's already looking spiffing. Picked up chaste. Great for future inherit, you know, for future children. Mind you, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. Oh, is he chaste as well? Was he chaste? Oh no, he was charitable, diligent, and temperate. Any children yet? We wait with bated breath. Any kids? Eofrith of Kent has formed an alliance with Duke of Lancaster. That's perfectly fine. Oh. Right. I kind of did say that I would have a grand tournament to mark the end of a really hard period of time. It's 200 gold though. We're saving up for a bloody cathedral. We'll just have a big gathering, big mass. That's what we'll do. We don't want to just. No more blood needs to be shed here, people. We'll have a big mass outside the castle of Leeds. Come round and I shall bless you all. I shall bless you all for free. Yeah. In fact, I survived smallpox. Agatha survived smallpox. Senrad survived smallpox. And Johann II died of stress. Smallpox? Not a problem. A bit of stress. Oh, it's a killer. Oh, it's a killer, stress. Get it on your bloody doctor's notes, people. Stress is a big problem. Don't let people tell you anything other than stress is nasty. Probably got stressed seeing his father go through it. My father's got smallpox. No! Oh my God, he's gonna die. My God, and then he died clutching his heart. Right. Got to go our scheming first. He was, yeah, he was prone to a plot or two. He was a schemer. He's probably picked it up from his wife, who also is a slight deceitful one. But I mean, there was nothing malicious with his scheming. It was all very low level. And scheming is not necessarily a bad thing if worked in the right ways. Right. I think that means, my friends, I think that means that the Umyads have spread so far that the Pope can... oh boy, they have encroached They have encroached into the land of France, and that has triggered issues. The Pope can no longer sit back here and have this incursion occurring in Christian lands. The very heartlands of Western Christianity are under siege by infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness Pope Nicholas II to declare his intention of forging a great and righteous alliance to expel the heathens in the name of God. This signals a new era of a large-scale Christian holy war. The Crusades are here upon us. Oh, a son! We have a son! Another grandchild, another grandson, Senred, born to the Prince Senred of England, and Zena, the Sturdy of Portici, named Senred, of course. It's a family tradition. Your eldest child is named after the father. It's a sign. Is he gonna be a future crusader? Senred the Crusader Knight. Could well be. This could be a sign. No, it's got to be tradition. Senred is the father. The child, his eldest son, will be called Senred. Right, let's see what that does for us now in terms of how we can go about our business. First of all, we'll get through this. I'll wake him up. Right, so we have 7,777 military might, which is not bad. It would be better if we could start our retinue building. We'll get a few more there. We were kind of like holding off on building up our armies. So it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up in Johann's mind. Do I continue to save up for this grand and great cathedral, or do we prepare ourselves to wage war against a mighty threat? What? You see, building this great and massive cathedral, it's not necessarily the best thing for now if we're being swept over by Muslims, is it? 14,000 men. So if we were to bandy together, France and Germany, unless they're excommunicated, no, Germany, France, I think actually 7,000 would be sufficient. He's got 8, so if we were to bandy together as Catholics with our full might, I think we should be fine. I think 7.7 thousand. I think that's probably fine. Right, let's have a look. So what does that do? Can we call a crusade? Can we request a crusade, or do we have to wait for him to call it himself? I think we have to wait for him to call it himself. But when he's ready, he'll give the signal, and we'll be the first ones signing up. Don't you worry about that. We'll be the first ones raising the banners. Good evening, Shelley. Oh, penance? Are you sure? Bloody penance? Bloody penance. I'll build another church, honestly. What have you... Oh, what have I missed? Not much. Internet issues, stress. I was stressed. Update you. Smallpox. My daughter got it in the last session. She came through. Senred got it. He came through. I got it. I powered on through. Johann II got stress and died. Yeah. He'd have been better off getting flipping smallpox. Sorry about that. Just doing the usual speed checks. Crusades. Crusades could give us the money to build the cathedral if we win. I'm assuming we've got to wait for the Pope to... I mean, I've never played this religiously before. I'm assuming the Pope will call the crusade when it's good and ready. We can't sort of like say to him, "Hey, Popey, you like me very much. As did the previous Pope, I am the most pious ruler across the land, and I suggest we crusade now." Okay, we'll just sit pretty and prepare ourselves. Yeah, so the question is, my advisors, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Do we continue to save pennies for a great cathedral, or in preparation for an upcoming crusade against an incursion of Umyads, do we invest money into a standing army? Do we build our military might in preparation? Bring forth units of housecarls and God knows what else ready for that fight? Because that will drain our money quite significantly. Do we switch our attentions? War is in the air. Everywhere I look around. Keep on saving. War is in the air. It was a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Do we? Let's just take a quick look closer to home. You know, is there any issues with potential? Is there any potential? Ooh. I was the first one to saddle my horse and chase after the bandits who had stolen one of the valuable chalices from our church. Who would dare steal from our church? How dare they? When I returned exhausted and with filthy clothes, I was told the old priest had simply misplaced the chalice. At least he appreciated my efforts. Right, thank you. If I'd have died... My Chancellor Mayor Bertnoth kindly suggests that it would be a benefit to the realm if I studied the languages spoken at foreign courts. He also offers himself to aid me in my studies. I can request a claim on France. I don't think we should be requesting claims on fellow Catholics at a time like this. I think we should be bandying together. If we request a claim and go to war for France, it will only weaken them and us and put the Umyads in a better position, surely. But, for later, much can change. Much can change in later. Mind you, it's because he's a child, isn't it? It's because he's a child. That's not going to help him very much. Oh, you can't claim other kingdom. You can only claim duchy. I wonder if you can request an invasion. No, we can't. Okay. Oh, very good. So we could claim a duchy. We could claim a duchy from him. Right. What do we think about this? Student of language. I mean... If they can't speak Anglo-Saxon, they are not important. Well, that's nothing to do with religion. It's to do with culture. It's to do with culture. And it actually would be a benefit to be able to speak different languages. It would be a great benefit so that we can speak to them in their native tongue to tell them that they should convert to Catholicism. Of course, the more languages you can speak, the wider your teachings and the wider your reach can expand. Yeah, we like that. Good old Mayor Bertnoth, he knows best. Right, so we were preparing. We are preparing. Okay, quick check, people, quick check. Who is the most learned fella across the land? reset the reset that. Search all. Oh. Push. Oh, we're tying now. We're tying. Look at that. Both on 34. Push Yavarman, the wise, with one eye. A one-eyed, deceitful, craven physician, celibate, an adventurer, genius, and a mastermind. Not bad, but not great. I'm surely much better. So we're not quite officially the number one. We're tied. We're tied. Finally! Our Mayor Bertnoth, our Chancellor, returns to us. He tells us he's found a way in. He's found a way in. He's seen enough. He's been providing reports and he's seen enough. This man cannot be allowed to rule. It is true. He is a barbaric man. He practices these strange rituals. The people are not happy there. No. It is time for you to liberate them, to bring order to them. It is time to remove this infidel, this heathen from power, that these people can be guided down the right path. Wow, it's expensive. So finally, it is time. No, it's not a false claim. It's not a false claim. It's not a false claim. Not against these people. These people's rule is false. Look at them. It's horrid people. Holy war for man. A holy war. We can claim a holy war. Heathen dogs, exactly. King Johann the Monk can use his casus belli to seize all titles held by the infidel King Kaman of the Isles within the de jure Duchy of Man. The casus belli is valid against neighbours and also against infidels up to 2 sea zones away. When we win, we gain 100 piety, 50 prestige, Catholic authority raises. Do we get the land though? That's the issue. Oh yeah, seize all titles. Or just a regular claim. No. We could have Holy War before. Holy War is much better. Nearby Germanic rulers might ask to join King... Oh. Oh, I can only do it now that the Crusades have started. Ah. Does that mean that we can like Holy War then for Norway? Ah. Ah. Look at this. Oh. Holy Wars are going to be rife. How old is he? 48. You've got plenty of years left, didn't you? Oh boy, you've opened up a can of worms, Mr. Popey. Oh yes, indeedy. Right, let's go. Let's start this holy revolution. Oh, bless you, Lord. Bless you, Father. Oh, if only Johann II was here to see it. But we'll do him proud. We'll do him proud, and we shall holy war for the Isle of Man. Let them bring forth their fellow Germanic dogs. Let them try to defend and see what happens to them, because they'll be next on the list. Right. Go! Go forth and kill. Pleasantly kill. Just ask the man to step down. We don't want to kill unnecessarily. We don't want to kill people needlessly. And we would prefer him to surrender. That the poor people's blood is not spilt. Right. Ooh, more. That needs to stop, actually. Right, we need maybe we could do with a few more men. Let me just nick a few from you. 233. Stop the time going. What's going on here? What's going on? The Lords of Awis have approved the institution of the... Oh my God, these people, what are you doing? Arrange marriage, arrange betrothal. Oh, is Senrad religious? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This man is look at him. Is he religious? He's beautiful. He's perfect, zealous, diligent, just, temperate, and charitable. He is the heir to the kingdom. Just a touch religious, yeah. Right. Holy wartime. What's this? To the most excellent King Johann, may you live in harmony and contentment. We propose that King Alan the Wise marries Beorfled. Beorfled? Who are you, Beorfled? Beorfled. She's 18 years, scheming. Yes, you can have a hand in marriage. And who are you? We propose that Prince Carloman of Germany and a Princess. Ooh, hang on just a second. Who is he? He's like your third child. He's married. This could still be a great honour. You're married. How old are you? You're 12. Prince Carloman of Germany. Let's see the father. Is the father a good man? Crowned by Prince Bishop. Ooh, it's a bit of. He's an impaler. Ooh, that's not good, is it? It's not good at all. It's not good at all. Greedy, ambitious, envious, cruel, proud, deceitful. This pains me. This pains me. Prince Carloman is a genius. Haughty, brooding, and timid. He has a nickname to torment. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Tormentor. Oh. No. I'm sorry. If he was a nobleman or if he was a semi-decent man, then Prince Carlman would have been a prime candidate. My daughter does need to get married. She's now 20. Childbearing age is quickly running by. We really don't want to confine her to the nunnery, but we cannot allow her to marry. I mean, she could be in great danger. She could be in great danger. Maybe it's a chance to change him. My daughter is unfortunately not the greatest of people to put into that position because she's frail. She's not really going to be changing too much. Invite him to our court. No, can't do that. No, I'm sorry. Don't mean to besmirch you, Mr. King of Germany, but I hate to say it, but you're not quite up to scratch. Not quite up to scratch, I'm afraid. Right, we just need a couple more troops. Just a couple. That's all we ask. Just a couple more, just to bolster the ranks. Right, let's get ourselves amassed and raring to rock and roll. And then we shall sort the commanders out for who shall lead this great holy war. Right, we probably need to move. That's probably a little bit close for comfort. I think we'll go here because he's on the move. Let's see who. Ooh, yeah. Robert Capet. Now he's ready to marry her. Ah, is that so? You weren't ready for her hand last time, but now you've changed your mind. Is it because you're losing land and you really do wish to perhaps have a bit of help from the north, perhaps? My land is being swept away by Muslims who appear to be in a bit of a revolt problem. This is good. They're fighting amongst themselves. That's good. Change of region. Could well be. Could well be. Prince Wigarit the Bear. Look at that man. Look at that man. Very scary looking man. Right, okay. Anyway, we were considering this anyway, weren't we? We were considering this anyway. So, see, if we ask for it, he says no. But he comes to us. I am gonna do it. We ask him, no. I do the asking around here. I do the asking. I want it. How old is he? 12. He's strong. Curious, I'd like to... Yeah. Finally, she's married off. Just don't die on us, okay? If she comes back to us now, there's no hope for her, bless her. She's going to be Queen of France. Oh, isn't that something? Good things come to those who wait. So, there you go. Princess Agatha, when she marries him, will be Queen. Queen Agatha of France. Enjoy. So the Johansson family continues to spread in a positive way. And just remember what I told you. Just remember what I told you about teaching this. I wonder if I can teach him. No, he's not. He needs to be... I think he needs to be in my land, possibly, for us to give guidance and stuff. Right, okay. Holy War time. Pick an ambition. Create a treasury. It's the only one we can do. That's fine. Unlanded sons, I know. But not for long, because Senrad may well get his first assignment. He may soon get his first assignment. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go forth. Where's he going? Where are you going? We see. Tevidale. Ooh, it's close. We're locked. We're locked. Right, I think you should be fine there. I'm hopefully streaming till about 10:30-ish. Round about there. Another hour and a half, depending on what happens. Right, he's there. That's fine. So we'll merge our troops together, sort our army out, our commanders out, and then we shall go forth and wage holy war upon these dogs. Yes, we shall. And we shall enjoy it. Our first religious war. It's very promising. Very promising indeed. Yeah, we just raised a couple of vassal troops. Right, 2,500 men. Strengthening numbers and all that. Right. The king shall lead the line. The king shall lead the line. Where's my son? Ah, hang on. It's because they're here, you see. They're doing work. They're doing work. Stop doing work. There's wars to fight here, people. Stop doing work. Right, you there. And my son. Here he is. Look at that. Look at that for a commanding line. The king in the centre. Marshal man on the right hand side. We've got Senrad on the other. As we go forth. I think we'll have to come from... Do we suffer a river penalty if we go this way? I don't think so. Yes, we do. River penalty. We'll have to come this way. We'll have to come that way and then go up like that to avoid the river penalty, I think. So here we go, folks. The true test. He will get a command. He will get defensive bonus from the hills. That should not be a problem. So the king leads the army. His son by his side, and then we're off. Look at that, he's already pursuing. With a holy fury, he chases down the enemy in quick fashion. Hot knife through butter. And off they run. And we will go forth to the Isle of Man to see exactly what kind of state this place is in. A place of despair. Well, we are here. Your saviours are here. Fear not, people. And we come to finish them off. A battle of the Isle of Man. Johann, you pompous brute! A shout carries over the hills. In the distance, I see enemy reinforcements coming our way. Listen, I begin to my soldiers. We are going to destroy them, no. Turtle formation, like we practiced. Inspiring leader. Of course. Of course. Inspirational. Come on, for the glory of God! cuts pay to hit. Oh, wait a second. We are suffering attrition. Well, that's not good. Oh, because it's pagan. This is pagan land. Don't forget we get a pagan penalty. Due to... This is only one settlement. This is one settlement. We could assault it, really, technically. So fort level of 1.5, only 514 defenders. Shall we assault it or shall we besiege it? I'm concerned about the attrition. It's only like 5%. Maximum monthly attrition in county, 5.5%. Is that bad? Is that good? Attrition from supply. Let's have a look. I don't think it should be too bad. How many days till this falls? I think more troops is worse. Because then the supply limit is even more. Nah, I think we've got this. We're going to lose a few, but we've it's only 5% per month. Which is what? 100 men? 130 men. Another morning when I wake up feeling tired. Oh, maybe I should do some penance and some prayer and meditation. No, I'm fighting a war, I'm afraid. Can't afford to be doing penance when I'm fighting a war now, can I? No, siree. Right, I think, yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to change. He needs to do something else. It is perfectly and reasonably fine right now. I think we're going to go hunt apostates. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do for now. Hunt a few apostates. Oh, shoot! What I should have done is... Oh, it's not him. Who does the... Oh, it's fine. Actually, it's fine. I was thinking of religious conversion. We're about to take over pagan lands. He might have been useful. However, Johann doesn't need his court chaplain when it comes to converting the populace to his way of thinking. No, he just stands there above the crowd and delivers with great oratory. And they just melt away. Oh my God, this man's a... Oh, yes, I agree completely. I agree completely. We will be Catholics from here on in. To my liege, the frugal poet, Johann. It does not escape me that several of your commanders lack formal training in military tactics, says the Duchess, the drunkard, seducing, hedonist woman. I would like to offer my services in training Beorhtric, Swiftrid, and Senrid in the use of advanced battle stratagems. And what do you know, my dear, of advanced battle stratagems? What on earth do you know about this kind of thing? And we no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my love. I don't trust you. I don't trust you one bit. My marshal, stood by my side right now, is all the training I need for advanced battle stratagems. Not some bloody woman down south who opens her legs to all and sundry. Right, we're about to crush this little island. In a positive way, of course, you'll understand. Yes, we have lost a few men, unfortunately. But our marshal will trade up some new ones, and we shall mourn the losses, of course. So let us forget the men that have died here today for a most holy cause. A most holy cause indeed, as we, the English holy war for man, for mankind. Down with you! We win! Wrong type of holding. The Earl of the Isle of Man. Right, what type of holding is it? It's a tribal holding, right? What do we do about this? What can we do? Would we have to build a castle? What can we do about, what do we do about this? I was going to give it to Senrid, but I don't think he'll be any better off, to be honest with you, will he? Anyway, in fact, first things first. You'll have to upgrade it. Right, well, let's just have a... So, can we disband the troops? Yes, we can. So we go away. Back to business. Should have kept our marshal free so that he could have quelled the potential revolts here, because right now, right here, we are about to convert this county to Catholicism. Again, with the old Johann staying behind, spending some time spreading his influence. And there you go. They have embraced their Catholic faith. Indeed they have. Their pagan days are long behind them now. Right. The Isle of Man. So this is a I'm assuming this is a city, right? You have upgrade it. Upgrade to castle. Has a stone hill fort. I can upgrade the Isle of Man tribe to a proper castle if it is the county capital and the county is big enough. City and temple holdings will also be created if they do not already exist. Has a stone hill fort. Good night, Cham. If I build a city, it will become a merchant republic. Is that what you're saying? I don't have. Do I have the DLC? I don't know. Do I have the DLC? Will it affect? I'm confused. I've never kind of looked into merchant republics. Oh, internet connection problems. But how do I build it? Oh, this here, you mean? I have to upgrade this. Right, we're just going to have to get through this next blip of internet connections, so bear with me. So we need a stone hill fort. So this upgrades to a reinforced hill fort, which I think might be the ticket. So I think we've got to do that, and then gift it to our son. Is this the best thing to do? Hang on a second. The Duchy of the Isle of Man is a one. Ooh. Right, so my plan is then... My plan is to create the Duchy of the Isle of Man. Duchy of the Isle of Man. Then upgrade the fort level. And once that's been done, then gift it to Senrad. That's me thinking. That's me thinking. Upgrade it to a hill fort so we can get it changed over. Duchy of Isle of Man. Make me son a duke. Seems to me like the best course of action here. Seems to me the best course of action. Is your part of the Kingdom of Scotland? Interesting. If you upgrade the tribe's hill fort to max, you can convert it to a castle. So how many times do I have to upgrade this castle thing? Because it says reinforced. It doesn't say stone. Reinforcing our wooden palisades with stone will strengthen the fort. It's going to take a year to do this. Is this... How many times do I have to upgrade it, people? Because I'd have to ensure that I do it before I give it to my son. Twice. Ah, bugger. Okay. Well, we'll start the process now. We'll start the ball rolling. We'll get it changed over to a castle. Then we'll create the duchy and give it to our son. Idle council members. Chancellor. Oh, Chancellor, sir. Chancellor, Chancellor, Chancellor. Okay, so that's the plan. Get that to a castle and give it to me. Give it to me, son. It should take a couple of years. We might be able to speed up the process if we put our steward over there next time we upgrade it. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. That's a good start. That's our first official holy war. Victorious, my friends. Victorious indeed. So now we're just going to let our troops replenish. We lost a few. We lost a little bit. They should be fine now. Commander, unlanded sons. Not for long. Duchy of Man can be created. We'll create that. Wrong type of holding. Yes, I get that for now, but we're working on it. Don't worry. Hold a grand tournament. Idle council members. Nobody should be idle right now. Everybody should be... Oh yes, Chancellor. Perform statecraft. Let's just take a look at the religious situation right now. Scotland are having a bit of a problem, aren't they? Scotland are having a bit of a problem. Or Moray. What is this war that's happening here? Why is this land all skew-if? Oh, it's not. It's... Oh, Norway. Norway. Is it turning into... Is it... Interesting. I think that's been captured by Norwegians, and I think Germanic is kind of taking over here. Pagan, the Hebrides. A cynical pagan Norse ruler. Right in the north. Now, I did seem to recall that we could actually wage a holy war for Moray. Holy war for Moray. King Johann The Monk can issue his castle's belli to seize all titles held by the infidel Queen Freya of Norway within the Duchy of Moray. Interesting. How strong is this woman? Very weak. I mean, people... She may call forth fellow pagan types. And the thing about Moray at the moment, I don't think there'll be a pagan penalty because I don't think this is tribal. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, Scotland are tribal though. Ooh. This may cause a few issues. Caithness tribe. Ross clan. Yes. Interesting. Oh, new Duke of Lothian. The new Duke of Lothian has stepped forth. Unfortunately, Duke Birloff was slain by Bishop Aelfwulf of Melrose in a personal combat. Whew, well, that's not very nice. Not very nice at all. Crying shame. Crying shame. Right, so a new Duke is in the power. And everybody's voting for Prince Senrad. Good to see. Yeah, so I'm not so sure. I mean, this is a situation where Norway have taken over. Pagan is going to start spreading here. Scotland, generally speaking, is Catholic. It is tribal, but it is Catholic. Do we wish to step in here? Step in and sweep on through. Maybe if we just give the damn things away, to be honest with you. Just to push out the pagans from this here land. It's the Scots problem. Now. We can't have this kind of, it's their problem, not our problem. We're all Catholics together here. And especially King Johann, given how he is. We don't turn away our fellow brothers when faced with heretics. We don't turn them away. But it's just whether I'm not so sure of the logistics of it. Oh! Somebody else has died. Who else has died? Who was that? Oh my god, how many people dying here? I literally just moused over him. 6th of February 1960. Yeah. It was just literally mousing over him and he's just popped his clogs. Right, oh boy. And he's going, I want a position on the council. Doesn't work like that, buddy. Doesn't work like that, I'm afraid to say. Right, we have an open council position. Somebody... Oh, it's an advisor. I think it's an advisory position. I think it's an advisory position. Yes, it is. It's an advisory position. Right, who do we wish to be our advisor? The Duke of Lancaster. Seems quite a chirpy chappy. Okay, so there's 3 people that would really like a position on the council. That's fine, but out of them, who would be the best advisor? Futhrith, Duke of Mercia. He's been in power for a little while. He's gregarious. He's charitable. Cruel, proud, diligent, but he's been here a while, and it's a nice balance of all-round stats. Seems like an able advisor to me. Seems like quite the able advisor, I think. So we'll bring forth you, buddy, and then advise away. Oh. It is a shame, really, because we did bring him round. We removed his cynicism. We kind of convinced him to change his ways. We helped him through his drunkard period. He ended up being not too bad a man. It's a shame. Right, these can go. Most of these can go now, actually, because there's not many people I'm really that concerned about at the minute. So if there's any people that I'm concerned about, that, so you, for instance, can go. Kind of want to see what you're doing, because you're my bloody grandson. Lancaster can go. Still keep her on. Don't need you. Yeah, don't need you anymore. Okay, I think I had you on at one point, didn't I? Has he got a crown on his head? Earl of Middlesex. Prince of England. Chancellor of East Anglia. Why has your wife got a dirty face? She's got measles. Oh dear. And you, keep you tracked, because you're my... so who are you? Somerset? Yeah, we'll keep you on there. Solomon. What? Previous Duke of Cornwall. So that should cut down some of the messages. Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. The world is our lobster. Right, come on, off we go. Off we go. We still wait for news on the old crusade. Chancellor. Right, just perform statecraft for now, Chancellor, until we can figure out what on earth we want to do with you. Follow the Queen of Norway. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Ah, so the Umayyads' little revolt seems to have passed. Ooh! They could be vulnerable. I mean, they've got a little child in charge now, 13,000. So they've lost a little bit of their power, not too much, but they've lost a little bit. And then they've got a child in charge. So if ever there was a time to cause a bit of grief for them, now would be that time. No, it's Oyster, of course. But there was a film. I can't remember where was it a film? There was it might have been. Was it Dumb and Dumber? There was a film. That's what they said. The world is our lobster. Right, Isle of Man, castle upgrade. Working on that. Indeed, yes. I forgot we were running in 2-speed. But now is a good time to increase the speed. 49, Mr. Johann The Monk. Let's just quickly have a look at some of our family members. Can we teach virtues and stuff to those closest to us? No. How old are you? 13. 3 more years until our daughter becomes queen. God, how many flipping siblings? How many siblings? Your determination and hard work has paid off. Studying with Mayor Bertnoff, you have learned several new languages to a decent level of fluency. This will increase your prestige at foreign courts. Multilingual. Oh yes. A man as learned and as wise as Johann, of course he was going to pick up all those languages. Just roll off the tongue. French, Spanish, German. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Johann. Your dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm, I should hope so. Among others, it has quite impressed Bishop Eadwig of Newstead. You've maintained correspondence on various religious philosophical matters and have become good friends. Good. Where are you based? In Leicester. How do you do? How do you do? Let us be friends. Right, are we? I had a man. Almost there. Almost done. Hey! A stone hill for 143 coin. Get it done. But not just yet. Not just yet, my friends. Let's get our Chancellor over here. Our steward. Oversee construction. Get over there. It's going to be yours very shortly, my son. Oversee the construction of this upgrade. You have a personal investment in it. 178 days. Shall be built in double quick time. I shall bring forth loads of men. Come on! All the stones! Get it done. So that should be done in half the time. With Senrad overseeing it. Speaking of a lot, I don't think we've been going 5 years yet. Nowhere near, surely. 67. 18th of February, 67. Mayor Bertnoff has been a very good mayor. He's been a very good mayor. He's been with us from the very start. And he has. He really has. I mean, if ever an opportunity comes up for us to oust a cynical ruler and promote somebody to be the next duke from within our own realm, I think it only fair that he gets that opportunity. So be warned, people. Any cynics around here shall be ousted. And we're off to attend the monasteries once again. Our sort of every 5-yearly visits. The people flock to see the King of England attending their monastery now. It's a great honour and blessing to see that man and have him visit. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get our cathedral anytime soon. But we will continue to save. We will continue to save. We will... Oh, got excited. Got excited for a second there. Conversion of Lesser Poland. Okay. Not quite the papal message I was hoping for. Another son! Look at that! Let's take a quick peek. Oh, Senrad, my old mucker. You're doing a sterling job here. Gotta rename this child though, it's too complex. So, Senradson. He's now 2. We are educating him. Can we focus? We can choose his focus as well. How interesting. How interesting. And we're going to also work on him. Name him after Bertnoff. Oh, that's a good honour, isn't it? That is a good honour. Do you know what? I like that idea. Oh. Let's get the name appropriately capitalised first, of course. Yeah, little Björknoth. Look at that. Relax. Oops. So there we go. Björknoth Senradsson, and of course, another grandson to bring under our wing. First of all, we shall teach him a virtue, and then we shall educate. Sign Guardian, me. Because who better to teach any... It's like the most honourable thing ever to be taught by this man. It's almost like being blessed by the Pope himself. So he has learned a bit of a virtue, and we continue onwards. Surrounded by people who share my passion for God, and this man wants to do something. He's quite the martial man. He's also a monk. Let's play a military game. And he enjoyed my suggestion, and we have become close friends. But, no. Let us continue on, we have work to do. We should not take fun and games too far. Right, so I decided to take little Johann the Third, my grandson, with us, as we preach about God, our usual thing, we're regularly preaching. It's commonplace now. So that people can try to live their lives according to the rule of St. Augustine. And Johann has been attentive, and again he's learned some valuable lessons. Oh, you see, he's learning. He is learning very much. Oh, he's got etiquette focus. Okay, it's good to know your courtesies and all that, but well. Björknoth Senradsson. We shall wait. Straight out of the womb and already teaching virtues. There's no time to waste. No time to waste. What's they're popping them out now. They're popping them out like Skittles. She has a black stain, a black mark, a bastard of our dynasty. I don't think it's... What? Oh, hang on. I thought no, I'm getting confused. I thought she was bloody Duchess of East Anglia. My daughter? Who? What? 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 Who have you just... Who? Oswulf of Bernicia. Oh, this is a... Oh my God! The embarrassment! You're supposed to be betrothed to the... Oh, wait a second. No betrothal. What is going on? Has he found out about this sleeping with somebody else? A royal scandal. Oh my God! A royal scandal indeed. She was betrothed to the King of France. She has been... It's obvious she has been seduced by this man. Oh yeah, exactly. Seduction focus has... oh. And then the King of France has found out about it, and he has cancelled the betrothal. Oh. Whoa. Why? Agatha, why? Nobody is ever of any status now is going to want to marry you. You have brought shame upon our family. A massive shame. Ayleswith, who gives a crap what she's called? I'll have to bloody teach her. I'll have to teach her. Oh, he's forgiven her. He's forgiven her. Oh, this is quite... He's forgiven. Oh, you know what? Oh, I was hasty. Bring her back. I'll have her back. I'll have her back. Not a problem. No, you won't have her back. Ooh. Is he in my court? Where are you? Right. Excommunicate this man. No! We cannot have him excommunicated. What? What? Oh, hellfire. Right, the choice is... I don't know, it could well, I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but I'm thinking if we accept this, I'm thinking she would be back in the betrothal again, which is fine. My question is, this is such a shame, such a shambles. I'm considering sending her to the monastery. Ordering her to take the vows. I'm seriously considering it. Cloistered. As punishment, it's kind of... Why should... You see, it's bad. Marrying into France with her could give us an alliance, could give us so much for the future. It's not her fault she got seduced. Of course it's her fault. She should have been strong. She should have stuck strong. I mean, she's frail. She's weak. She's prone to this kind of thing. But we cannot have double standards here. We cannot have double standards. And, of course, we are zealous. We are zealous, which means that we are prone to dealing with these kind of sins, these kind of slights. We deal with them by the book, with the most harsh of manner. And whether or not this would benefit our family in the long run, a prosperous, if he's forgiven her, good for you, child. But I do not forgive so easily, and she has committed a sin. This is not good. No. I'm sorry. All this time and effort that we had put into marrying you off, and finally it fell into your lap. As I bang my microphone again in anger, it fell into your lap. This marriage, you could have had it all. Why did you do this? I'm sorry, but you have brought great shame to the family. You have brought great shame. Breaking the news was not easy. She wastes a few tears before finally understanding that there's nothing she can do to change my mind. Please, Father, please. Please. No! You think this is easy for me? I've turned 50, I should be happy. 50th birthday, I've got nice grey beard now. Grey brown beard. The silver fox. Greyness is wisdom. People look to me for the guidance. And I should set examples of what to do in such situations. This greatly stresses me out. Potentially. Which is a grievous condition, as your brother can attest to, from beyond the grave. But no. Go. And repent. So one child is dead and another child is cloistered. Senred, you better stay with us, man, because this family line is dwindling by the second. Hang on. Stonehill Fort, Greater Castle. Hey! Say hello to the Isle of Man. A city has been finished, which means that now what we can do is we can create the duchy title, Isle of Man. And then we can go forth to our great son, our mighty religious son, the apple of our eye, our image, and we can grant him the title, the Duchy of Man. Go forth, rule well, and show those people what it is to be a good Catholic man. For they need guidance. They've been ruled by pagans for a long time. They need to be shown the way. And you are just the man to do it. Oh, But that means, my friends, that I can know... Oh, does that mean that I no longer get to teach my grandchildren? I think I still get to teach them. I may not be able to get... Oh, I should have picked his focus before he left. Never mind. I'm sure his father will do a good job. It's not a problem. She is his only daughter. She was his only daughter. Oh... Yeah, it's a betrothal. It is a legally binding. It's a, you know, it's a binding thing. Cheated. Okay, so son dead of stress, daughter sent to the nunnery, youngest son sent to a poxy island surrounded by pagans. Good old Johann, eh? Oh. It's fine, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. This is his test, you see. This is his test. Will he survive it? Will he survive it? Find out as we proceed onwards. What the hell's happening now? Oh, Oh! Come forth again and start gathering my taxes, please. We have a cathedral to save up for, and it's not going very well at the moment. Queen Freya of Norway has declared Norwegian conquest of Bjarmia. And the High Chief of Bjarmia. Bjarmia? Where on earth is Bjarmia? All the way over here. What the hell are you doing, love? It's a bit adventurous. Very adventurous. She is trying to conquest some land way over here. Oh, very strange. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the 1st of January and we're going to take a little bit of a check on stuff. Call for arms, call for arms, call for arms. Yeah, that'll be Armia. Oh dear. Well, a bit of infighting. Could be a good time to start a war against them. But we're still waiting for the Pope to do what he needs to do. Oh, another Duke of Cot. Oh, yes, but... Oh, no. Iceland? It is, you're right. So Yosabert's gone. Oh no, natural death at age 50. Another one of our another good man, another man that did us well, treated us right. Another just man, a good man. But I'm sure his son will pick up where his father left off. Say hello to Wolfgeet. Good old Wolfgeet, right? Okay, so Umyadi. Any wars? Not in any wars yet. They're eyeing up their next targets. It's fine. Oh. Another one dead. Another one bites the dust. Slain by Earl Emeric of Gloucester in personal combat. Old Ironside. Wheelchair and all. Which means that there's a new... Your own father! Your own father! You've slain your own father in personal combat. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Ashamed! Does he not get like Kinslayer trait or something? No, it was personal combat. Oh, very bizarre. So we've lost our spy master. That's a bit of a bummer. He was a good spy master. Yeah, let's have a look. Any potential zealous spy masters out there? Search the realm. In fact, let's just spread our wings a little bit now. Let's just spread our little wings further afield. Marshal of Leinster. So we're putting the call out there. Ooh, look at this. Oh, she's a woman. Let's keep it in house, shall we? There's not many. Ooh, there's not. Ooh, Eastmond, Earl of York. Oh, it's you, Eastmond. Have him be our spy master. He's come of age. This is, yeah, aged son. Look at that. Zealous. Oh, he turned out zealous. He turned out bloody zealous of all things. Look at that. Well, blow me down. It looks like you've turned out all right. You've turned out all right, Sonny Jim, haven't you? Very good. And his other brothers come of age as well. Mr. Yordale, he's a giant. Oh God. Right, okay. 13. 13. Should we? I can uncelebrate myself if I wish. Of course I can. Well, obviously, yes, you're jesting. I'm quite tempted. I mean, it's not the greatest of spy masters, but I'm quite tempted. I think, yeah, we like his development. His highest that we can get is 13. Oh, it's in our court anyway. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Go over there. Go over there. Good lad. I like that. I thought I could have been married to him at some point. It was on the cards. It was on the cards. Right, we're almost there. We'll go to the first of the month. First of the year, sorry. And then we'll... another morning, I feel... tired. Tired. You know what? It's been a very busy time. Children dying, daughters being sent away, holy wars starting, news of incursions from the Muslims in the south. It's all been very overwhelming. So what we're going to do is we're going to seclude ourselves away, pray and meditate, and having turned 50, we shall come back refreshed. In the meantime, yeah, Bertnoff shall run things as regent, because he is a man we can trust. And we're back again. Ruler unmarried. Of course we are. Why would we be married? Have you seen what happens when we get married? Oh, look at that! I think we were already diligent, right? Yeah, we're already diligent. So we come out of our prayer and meditation with a spring in our step once again. This man, when the chips are down, he knows how best to go about his affairs. Which means, it could be close. It could be time for penance now. Could be time for penance. He's not a penance kind of guy, but he's never done penance as the king. And should he be setting an example? Mentally preparing oneself for the future ahead. Possibly. 14.72. I mean, our own lands aren't expanding at all because he's saving his money. So we're probably lagging behind when it comes to the old economy. Actually, no, we're not. Leeds is actually quite prosperous. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to spend any cash. Oh, we're past the first of them. We're past the first. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a quick look at a few little bits and bobs before we proceed for another couple of years before ending the session. So first of all, what we're going to do, just take a look at affairs in our own lands, just to get an eyeball on the situation, and then we'll turn our attentions further afield across the world to see what's going on. So first of all, we'll just go through the tabs here. So Johann the Third of Cumbria is now 9 years old. Johann the Third, rowdy, playful, chaste. He's got a sister. Stuttery sister. Stutter away she does, but she's a good little lass. And we could teach her a virtue. Of course we will. All family members, of course, are taught these great virtues from us. So she's taught a virtue, and may they continue onwards. See how he rules when he grows up. And little Björnolf. Little Björnolf. And his brother Senrudson, of course. The older child. Ask permission for heritage focus. Oh, you can ask permission for focus. Very odd. So here he is, the new Duke of Man, ruling in his own stead. He is... No! Senrud, no! Oh no, he's got the seduction focus. This is not good. Leave a man to his own devices and look what's happening here. He can have the seduction focus, just don't do anything with it. Just fantasize about it. Thinking it's not an issue. Acting on it is, okay? Seduce his wife. It could be that, yeah, it could be that. We're hoping it's that. I mean, she needs some seducing, does this last, doesn't she? Big Bertha here. Good old Xena. But she's provided you with 2 boys. Do not do the dirty on her. Do not do it. Oh no. Oh. Hell, this is bad. Okay. So now we have to keep an eye on our son. Now we have to keep an eye on our son. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Righty-ho then. So we'll keep an eye on him. And if the thing is, people, Johann is ruthless when it comes to matters of religion. And if he starts waving his little tinkler around and putting a few ladies up the duff and bastard children out of every orifice, I'm afraid to say that his likelihood of him being our choice to be the next king is probably going to not happen. It's probably going to slip right down and we're going to pick somebody else. And I don't know who we're going to pick until we bring up the list of candidates and assess them all for their merits. And it may not be a member of our family. It may not be our family. Which means that when we pass, we could end up being a duke again. But this is not a playthrough about personal expansion and glory and trying to... It's a role play here, and this is perfect because it would be quite funny to have us hamstring ourselves by picking another person to be king. It would be quite humorous. But if he dares, don't you flipping dare, child. I'm telling you now. I'm warning you, don't you dare. Yes, he will be still our dynastic head. We still play as him. That's not a problem. But obviously he won't be king, so we'll have taken a step back. Taken a step backwards. Do you know what I'm thinking? It's desperate, but it's future planning. I'm thinking we take ourselves off celibacy. We get a young wife and we try and have another child. That's what I'm thinking. A backup plan, just in case. Senrad goes astray. We've lost a child, another one's gone into the nunnery, we're a bit low on children, and, you know, should something befall us, it's going to be very bad. I think we should consider another child. I think we should. I think we should. A child we can teach, a child with... Now, we probably wouldn't put the child on the throne as a child, it would make no sense. But if I live to a ripe old age, that child may come of age whilst I'm still alive, and if the child shows promise, that would be beneficial. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it, folks. We have a grandson. We do have a grandson. I agree with that. We do have this chappie here. We do have Duke Johann III. He is a candidate as well. But yeah, I still think another child might be in order. If only just to continue our direct line, our direct legacy on, you know, continue our personal legacy onwards. Should our only child turn down the dark side, we have nothing to show for our existence. A nunned wife, a seducing son that we've cast aside, a dead son. We need a legacy. I'm not bothered about nominating kings. I'm bothered about a legacy here, a good, honest child to continue on my work if necessary, even if it's only within the land of Leeds and Hull. No, we're getting married. We're getting married and seeing if we can have another son. We need. Yes. He disappoints us. God. Okay, so I've seen enough of the family tab. It's just depressed me now even further. A little situation has cropped up that we didn't have planned for, but we'll have to keep a close eye. Right, we can change succession law. Elective is the perfect law for Johann. It allows him the choice to pick the next best ruler from a religious standpoint. So he's got no reason to wish to change the succession law. So that's staying as it is. But we can... Not quite. I think we're quite close though. 18th of February. 18th of February we can change the next law. So I know we can't do it just yet, but whilst we're doing all this, shall we set religious revocation title in the next change? Is that our next plan? Religious revocation mandate? Imagine if our playthrough ended due to something like that. Actually, it wouldn't end. It could go very sour. If we ended up playing, actually we'd probably play up as, we'd end up playing as him, wouldn't we? The campaign would take a twist, wouldn't it? The campaign would take a twist. He's still religious though, so it'd be interesting to play as him, actually. Okay, so religious revocation is good. We'll go with religious revocation. Right, so that's the next law change. Technology, we're waiting for another advancement here. We're almost ready for military organisation. Level 3, which would allow us to get rid of that penalty. Not quite, it's level 4. Getting rid of pagan attrition is vital for any holy wars in pagan lands, so we're powering our way towards that as best we can. Improved keeps we're waiting for. No, we're not. We're waiting for construction. We've got that now. Build time and build cost modifiers across the piece. Very useful. Military, we're still recovering from the war. We're still waiting patiently for a crusade to occur so we can flex our military muscles. We're going to renounce our vow of celibacy so that we can tempt over a young woman, purely so that we can have ourselves another son. A son that we can be proud of. Not that we're not proud of our current son, because he's not done anything yet. But rumours on the grapevine aren't good. His eyes have been caught straying. No factions in the land, of course, because Realm Peace is on as well, don't forget. I think Realm Peace is on. We're miles away from being a cardinal. The current Pope still has a very positive opinion of us. Request excommunication, request a claim, ask for money. Don't think we can call a crusade there. Somebody said try to click on the Caliph and we might be able to request a crusade against him. Requesting... Oh God! Oh God! Oh! Holy cow! We can call a crusade! Oh, okay. Put that in here. Store that in the memory banks, people. We ain't finished yet. Oh, I'm getting excited. Very excited. Okay, okie dokie. Right, so that's the situation done. Let's have a look at... Somebody has to look at the religious situation for the entire map. Well, there you go. We've got Muslim down here, got Catholic here, Slavic, Orthodox here, a few a bit there, a bit more Muslim around there. Slavic, Remover, Germanic. Okay. Let's have a look at the old realms across the lands here. The Byzantine Empire, still fairly strong. Still got the Bulgarian Empire. Okay, his little crown. The Tsar, Simeon II, the mutilator of Bulgaria. Doesn't sound like somebody to be trifled with, does he? Hungary. The Grand Prince, converted to Catholic. Formerly, he's a pagan sympathiser maybe. No, his father was a pagan sympathiser, yes, because he converted from paganism, as did the Poles. The King of Bohemia, King Zavis. Okay. How's the Germans doing? Where is the King of Germany? Where is he? Germany? Hello? Where's the King of Germany? Can't see him. Oh! He's down here. Oh, okay, fine. Is it still oh, it's not. It's changed. It was previously... is it elective? It's elective. Ah. So the Tormentor has been replaced. It's good to see. Lothair still in charge of Italy. Cynic still in charge of Arles. Robert Capet still in charge. Mourning the loss. I don't think he's mourning the loss of his betrothed. I think he's probably quite happy. Right, okay, so that's the situation worldwide. Okay. So a quick check at people closer to home. Make sure there's no cynics in the land. No, everybody seems to be playing ball. Nobody of massive issue. We need to stamp down our authority. And she's always been a problem. She's got food poisoning. Everything's fine here. My daughter-in-law still loves us to bits. She's depressed. You would be depressed. You've lost your beloved husband. I know it was a while ago now. 5 years, but these things take time to heal. We do not blame her. Okay, so there's two things to sort out before the end of the session. And I think we're going to probably end the session on the second one. Let me just double check a couple of things here first. If there's any sort of skeptics or cynics in Wales now that's to be close to us, that too could pose a problem. We're happy to leave these guys be because they are Catholic. Ooh. King Garman of Deubarth. Ooh. Oh, can't quite excommunicate him. That is a crying shame. That is a crying shame. Indeed, right. If we could have excommunicated him maybe and called a holy war on Deubarth, that would have been quite nice. Because he's a cynic. It's not good, and it's a nice little size here. Oh, Glynn's. This is a little independent county down here. Little independent county. Cynical ruler. He's got cancer, so he's probably going to fall very soon. Actually. Ah, see, we could excommunicate King Noe the Wise of Glynrusing, and then we can go to war, I'm assuming, if he's excommunicated with the new holy war system. I don't know for certain. And then we can claim this little county for ourselves, of course, to liberate these people from this man's heinous rule. But do we have bigger fish to fry? Do we have bigger fish to fry? I don't know. Should we? This crusade could be an issue. Right, anyway. So I think we might just take this little piddly play. That's something that's within our reach, within our grasp, I'm thinking. Within our powers. And then we could give it to Mayor Burtnoff. I know it's not a duchy, but it's a landed title for him. To honour him for his services. And if anybody can bring these people to heel, it's him. Wait until the end of the year. Okay, so I think the plan is, people, to finish this session off, what we'll do, we'll get him married, we'll take this little county here, give it to Mayor Burtnoff, and then we'll assess the crusade situation. Because this wall will probably take, it'll take a little while, it'll take a couple of years at least. We'll quickly overwhelm them and assault them if we can, but it's going to take a bit of time. Right. Marriage. Who do we wish to marry? Somebody young to start off with. Somebody learned. Somebody zealous. I mean, it's not got us very far so far, has it, really, zealousness? 22. Caught you in Castillon. Chaste, that's not good. Are we chaste? We are chaste. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Right, we'll get rid of zealous. Okay, quick. 16-year-old. Hang on, who's she? Oh, she's envious. We can get rid of that with a bit of spiritual guidance. Proud is not the worst. It'll be a chance of one of two. Oh, but she's chaste as well. That's not ideal. It's not ideal. We can't have two chaste. Two chastes wouldn't be ideal at all. Okay, let's try high learning. Master children, 20. Oh! Ursula is 21. Patient, diligent, a good all-round. She wants to get married. She's a dutiful clerk. She's a bit uncouth, but she's not going to be doing too much. I think that's not bad at all. I think she's a good candidate. I think she's a very good candidate. So that's Ursula. Let's keep her in mind. Let's have a wee look. Erudite, kind, brave and temperate. But she's 43. Aye. That's not good at all either. Right. Oh, look at this lady. But she's... Oh, yes, we've seen you. It's 21. Ursula again. She seems the best of a bad bunch. She seems the best of a bad bunch. We're not going to dither too long over this, but she's got a couple of virtues. We could teach her another. And ambition, a bit of ambition is good in a wife, I suppose. Uncouth, we'll teach her. We'll show her how to act proper. She's a courtier. It's going to take from our prestige, of course, but we are not bothered about such things. No, she's a good candidate. She's a very good candidate. So there you go, Ursula. Go for one eye. We're going for Ursula. Let's get this marriage done. Anyway, in the meantime, this has to happen quickly before he dies of cancer. We're going to ask the Pope for a claim on the petty kingdom, which might give us some de jure claims, for instance, on this. Once we occupy it, maybe. Oh, it's 3. We'd have to have 50%, wouldn't we? But it gives us a bit of play, doesn't it? It gives us a bit of play. So, why has it gone down? It said yes before. Why has it gone down? It said, am I imagining things, or did that say yes previously? Or was it you? No, it was you. Oh, excommunication. Sorry about that. So my question then is, if we excommunicate him, which does that open up instant war? Yes, I am getting myself a new wife legally and properly. I am asking for her hand in marriage, and then bringing her to court and doing what you need to do. As a good Catholic man. Okay, so if he's excommunicated, can we then go to war? Yes, of course we can. Excommunication war. But the excommunication war just means that he steps down, right? He abdicates. He would abdicate to somebody else. It doesn't give me the land. But can we claim a holy war on an excommunicated person? Can we holy war against an excommunicated person? It wouldn't make sense, surely. If we excommunicate him, no, we're not in it for personal gain, but bringing this under the rule of the Anglo-Saxons, not personal gain, but, you know, taking it under the Anglo-Saxon banner would give us better control in the future, rather than having to go through all of this palaver. If they can't run their own, if they cannot be entrusted to run their own affairs, then we need to take control of it for them. So we can excommunicate him, then we can request a claim, because he'll suffer massive penalties from being excommunicated, and the Pope will give us a claim. It'll cost us quite a lot of piety. 400 piety in total. It's a lot of piety. It's a lot of piety. Ask for vassalization. I don't want to be vassalized by you. 400 piety is not a drop in the flipping bucket. It's bloody, that's quite a significant. Oh, we got to weigh this up. I know it is, but we need a certain amount of piety. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I'm still not pushing myself towards doing things specifically to become a saint, but the more piety you've got when you die, the better chance you become a saint. And given the amount of virtues this man has, and he has no sins, and he has no bad traits that would preclude you from becoming a saint, such as cynical, or there's a couple of others on there which I can't remember. It's a lot of piety for a little county, is what I'm saying. But it pains me having a cynic so close to the borders. Hey, right, he's dying. He's dying. Who's in control after that? Poor old York. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Again, you know, this is me trying to sort of game. Oh well, let's try and do things that's not going to cripple us too much. But we're zealous. We're zealous, and this is something we have to at least interfere in. We can't turn a blind eye to these religious slights. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Excommunicate this man. What the hell am I thinking? Why am I debating this? Excommunicate him now. God, I keep blaspheming. I'm sorry, Johann. You would be not proud of me. Right. Duke. Okay. Oh, we got imprisonments going on now. Duke Bertnamar of Somerset as an introduction of Somerset. Oh, she's died. She's finally bit the dust. Thankfully, I can no longer have to follow your mother's bloody escapades. Where did she go? Died after a disagreement with a meal. Food poisoning can be a right bugger. Right, are you suitable? You're strong. You're zealous, my friend. You are zealous. I like you. I like you already. You bear scars. Battle scars, no doubt. Yes, a fine man. A fine ruler. Much better than the previous woman. I know she was your mother. Do forgive me. But you shall rule far better than she. I can sense it now. Rule strong, my friend, rule well, and your opportunities may come forth in the future. There may be council positions with your name on it. Right, are you excommunicated? No, we're just waiting for the Pope to chirp up. Anyway, who is this? Earl of York. No, dear. Oh dear, oh dear. He wants to kill his brother. He wants to kill his brother. See you later, Chris. We're not going to go for about another 15 minutes or so. He's seeking to kill his brother. This is bad. This is bad, isn't it? But it's not. He's not seeking to kill us or our family, so we're not going to interfere too much. We're going to hope that he ends it. Oh, he's not going to end. He won't end the plot. And his brother is our spy master. His brother is our spy. So he's seeking to kill our family, our council member. Okay, that is an issue, isn't it? We cannot have this happening. We cannot have this. Our council members expect a certain level of protection from the king, and the king was to turn a blind eye to them being subjects of a plot, and you know that would not go down very well at all. So we can't. Considering an offer? What offer are you considering, child? He's considering an offer from us, apparently. Right. Come forth, wifey! And boom. Goodbye. Excommunication rings out. Right, you, sir. End your plot now. I will going to ask you this only once. And if you do not end it, then I'm afraid we're going to cross swords. Auto-end plot. There you go. Good. Good. It's been sorted. Is that checked? Let's not have that checked, please. There may be some plots on there that we may wish to act upon. Right. So down here, there is a cynic. His heir is sickly, but nonetheless is a fresh, clean slate. So if we declare war on an excommunicated ruler, we gain prestige and piety, and he would abdicate to Sirji Mimiamaya, his son, basically. So we're forcing him off the throne by force. It serves literally no purpose to us at all, whatsoever. Wow, he still would not. He would still not go for. He would still not We'll still not entertain a claim. I wouldn't do it anyway, but... Right, yeah. He shall remove himself from this position. 1,000 men. Does he have any allies? No. So this serves no purpose other than to remove a cynic from our borders. It's very dangerous, and maybe we could foster good relations in the future. You never know. Stranger things have been known. 1,500 men. Can I have some of your troops, please, my dear? That'll do. Papal investiture we can't do until the year something or other. It's like the year 1000. Yeah, year is greater or equal to 1,000. So we've got another 33 years before we can papal investiture. Which is why, when I think I mentioned it a couple of sessions ago, when we asked to be anointed by or crowned by the Pope, one of the things that he asked for money, but one of the things he could have asked us to do was to enforce papal investiture as a sign to say, you know, ooh. And he didn't ask for that, unfortunately. I would have preferred him to have asked for that rather than money, because I want papal investiture. Oh, another friend bites the dust. Oh, it pains us. Pains us. We shall have a drink in his honour. Nothing too merry, but we shall toast his honour. Oh no! Oh no! We're drunk again! We've turned to a drunken... Oh, come on, Johann. Johann has a tendency to get a bit over-enthusiastic with the wine. Right, it's an excommunication war, it's a religious war, which means that Johann is going to take the reins. He doesn't need anybody else other than the commanders now, though, so let's get the commanders together. And off we go, swaying on our horse. To battle! That's just taken us off our sainthood, has it? Oh, shoot it hell, Johann. Right. Ursula, Blanca, many years ago, managed to convince Johann that drunkenness was not the way to go about his affairs. If you wouldn't mind having a talk to him, please, that would be mighty fine of you. Oh, don't! If he was to, oh, that would be so frustrating. That would be so frustrating. This Oswulf of Benicia, right? Oh, yes! Gotcha, dog. Right, this man seduced my daughter. And now we have evidence that he is in a plot. Imprison him! Oh, he's run away! He has run! He's fled! No, he's fled! Do not come back to this country! Ah! Damn it! Never mind. He's been dealt with. Kind of. He would have been there. He would have been banished anyway, because I don't think we could have executed him for his plotting scheme. So he would have had to have been banished. Although we may have executed him for the seduction of our wife, even though it would have given us a tyrannical penalty. I think we may still have done it. It'd have been a tough choice, but it may. Who are you? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, so this will take a little while, but we'll get there in the end. An outbreak of disease has culled some of our numbers, and our marshal has Had a nice big recruitment drive. College of Cardinals, what was that about? No. Another outbreak of disease. And a successful raid against our men. This is not going well. Our men are like, what are we doing here? Why are we here? This is none of our concern. This is not even our country. What on earth? This is not about countries. This is about religion. These people need to see change. Change they shall see. Oh, bloody hellfire. Men are falling here. Right, how's my little grandchild doing? 10 years young. Oh, nope, stand by. 2,100. Holy hell. 100%. I think we've captured. I think have we captured? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's just enough. Right. Enforce demands, and he steps down, and he steps down, and his child becomes the new ruler. Yes. And justice has been served. Oh god, I don't wish to see Senrad, I really don't. I don't really wish to see him. Okay, so we're done there. We have once again flexed our military muscles for the good of Catholicism. I mean, all of these little ins and outs and all these little things that he's doing, liberating the Isle of Man from the pagans, removing cynics here, removing cynics across his land, teaching virtues across the country. These little acts, in and of themselves, aren't that memorable, aren't that massive, but they all add up. And when you look back on this man's reign, all these things he's done have totaled all together. They've got to be taken into consideration of his greatness. Now, if he can just stop drinking, he might be all right. Right, Senrad, how's it going? No bastard children. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. No negative traits such as, you know, lustful and all that kind of nonsense. So again, that's looking positive. We're going to take the time to head north. We are on Theology Focus, aren't we? We are on Theology Focus. Yeah, we are. Oh, he's here. We're going to go to the Isle of Man. We don't want our son to feel like we have cast him aside and left him out there, hung him out to dry. So we're going down to the Isle of Man. We're going to have a bit of a word in his shell. Son, I'm telling you that you need to be more virtuous. You need to stop this idea of sleeping with other women. Father, are you drunk? Oh, no, don't you speak to your dad like that. My God, what's wrong with you? You've changed, man. No, don't you talk to me about change. But ultimately, it went well, the conversation. Because he learned. What have we got here? What did he learn? What did he learn? He learned something. Humble? Humble, maybe. Does he have any lovers? Why did you tell me about that tab? Why did you tell me about that tab? I didn't know about that tab. Duchess Ebba of Lancaster, Helga the Proud, Spymaster of Cornwall, Regent of Cornwall. Has he done anything with these people? Has he done anything with these people? We have not got enough evidence to suggest that he's done anything with these people. Oh, this is not looking good, is it? One of them's going to have a bastard child, and as soon as one of them has a bastard child, he's going to be disinherited, I'm telling you. This great man. I can't speak of free will at a time like this. Oh no! Right, nothing's happened. This is just until this is like nobody's seen them, nobody's caught them in the act, nobody has. There's nothing. There's no evidence. There's no evidence at this moment in time to suggest that he has slept with those women. What was it, Bill Clinton? I did not. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Honestly. Okay. I have remarried. I've got Ursula. She's not... Come on, Ursula. Come on, Johann. He's too drunk. Oh, this family is falling apart before my very eyes. This family is falling apart before my very eyes. He's becoming drunk, which means I'm going to have to try to roleplay him a little bit drunk on occasion. And I don't know how, but maybe he might make the odd stupid decision. The odd drunken decision. Right, okay, there's a revolt in France. There's a revolt in France. Let's have a look here. King Robert of France in French Civil War. Raoul the Lewd. Raoul the Lewd. Oh man. A lewd person wants to be in charge of France. I mean, that is keeping up appearances, isn't it? France were lewd previously. Hell, have another lewd and seductive ruler in charge again. No, we hope the king wins this. We really do. We really hope you win this, my child. We really hope you win this. We can't help you out, but, you know, we've done what we can do for you. Look at the Pope's opinion, even though we've just requested a claim. He still loves us. Right. So, okay, folks, the stream is ending very shortly. Thank you all for watching and putting up with the internet problems and whatnot. But before we end, first of all, RimWorld. You asked about RimWorld. RimWorld is going well. I haven't started playing it myself, but I've done a lot of reading of the wiki without spoiling it too much. I want some of the things to be a surprise, but the controls and some of the things. I've watched tutorial videos online. I'm watching a Let's Play series now just to get a little handle on some of the things. I'm starting the tutorial probably tomorrow. Having a go at a few little bits and bats. And the stream is due to start next week, next sort of Friday or Saturday, depending on the days and what I'm doing. So we're going to go and start that. And I've got a bit of a plan in mind for how I kind of want it to run. I want it to be interactive to a certain degree, so I'm going to give you information about that in the next video update, which will be coming probably Monday-ish. But before it starts, because I've got a few things to update you with, so I'm going to update you, do a video update, and we'll go through the ins and outs of RimWorld in the video update. But yeah, you're going to obviously have you're going to have name. You can name your pawns, can't you? And I'm thinking of going a little bit further than just naming them, and having you role play them a little bit as well, in terms of labours and in terms of what they might want to do as an overarching kind of thing. I think it'll be quite fun. Right. Anyways, that's RimWorld. So finishing this session off then, before we go on to the next session, we're going to just tick it over to the 1st of January or the 2nd of January. Let's see what happens before then. But the king needs to have another son. Yes, please. We're going to track very closely Senrud. Very closely. We have our spy master. We have our spy master keeping his eye on our son. How ironic. The son of the former Duke of York who turned to the dark side on us. His son is spying on my son to tell me if he gets up to no good so that we can remove him from being heir to the kingdom. What a weird situation. What a weird situation to find yourself in. How the machinations of this game work. It's just fabulous. So that's that situation. I seriously hope it doesn't come to pass, but it's inevitable that it does. Johann's now drunk, so we'll probably throw a few strange decisions in the mix. In a drunken stupor, he may make a stupid decision or two. I'll have to get my head around that before the next session and what I might want to do. I might do a few random dice rolls to determine whether or not he does silly things. So that'll be fun. So that's the situation close to home. What I want to end on, of course, is this little situation about the crusade. Now, can we crusade against you? Yes, we can. We could crusade against Norway, if we wished. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. We can crusade against Norway, or we can crusade against the Caliph of the Umayyads and claim one of his kingdoms. Now, the issue with doing this, to me, is that you can only claim one of the kingdoms here, and if whatever kingdom we claim, it's gonna be tricky to keep control of, if indeed we take control of it with the highest war score, because it's in the heart of the Umayyad lands. It's gonna be very difficult to keep control of it. We do want to deal with this, no doubt about it, but the overarching goal of the campaign is to sock it to the Germans. And so, crusading against the Queen of Norway, who is currently at war with the Russian lands, so her forces at this moment in time are really, really bad. Well, what's the outcome? What's the outcome? If we successful, what's the purpose? What is the if we have a successful crusade, what happens? It actually stands to reason for both targets. I mean, I could just read it. I'm not doing it this session. I think it changed. It changed with the Holy Fury patch. It will be given to a member of your dynasty who isn't landed. Who isn't landed at the minute in our dynasty? We could give it to one of our grandchildren, probably. Maybe one of these two? A chosen claimant will become king and create a bloodline. Oh. May Bertnoff for Norway! So it's likely that one of our grandchildren might get that then. It makes no difference. We're not bothered about who gets it. As long as it's somebody Catholic, that's all that matters. So the reasoning still stands. Do we sock it to the Germanic tribal people? The issue, of course, with this is that pagan land penalty that we're going to suffer from besieging Norway. I think it might be too soon for Norway, people. I'm thinking it might be too soon. Given that we're going to suffer with massive pagan attritional penalties. It might be not best. And they're not a threat. They're not a threat to anybody with their 1,000 men at the minute. They're under check. They're under close watch, but they're not a threat. The threat really is down. This is the threat. This is the threat. Right down here. And we need to deal with it. And what better way than to ensure that the entire Catholic force is unleashed upon them. And I'm thinking that this little area right down here, a bit of a buffer is in place, and it's always nice taking French lands. It's always nice having a bit of an occupation of France. It's traditional. Some things we can't change. You know, we can change being very holy for a change, but you can't change just taking a few French lands here and there. Tactical crusade. There's got to be some tactics to it, right? Okay, so if we go to request a crusade, let's have a look. Aquitaine. The Kingdom of Aquitaine. Oh, and that as well. A couple of little pieces of the puzzle. Aquitaine. How do you pronounce that again? Is this Badajoz? Badajoz. We had that in the medieval campaign. Andalusia. It's very small. Maghreb. Again, very small. Leon. So we need to weaken them. The only tactic really is what would be the most crippling blow to them. What is the most crippling blow to them? That is the only tactic that we should be really concerned with. So I suppose it's a case of, I don't think there's a way to actually physically see how many men they can pull from both of these, really. I bet you really love being under the Caliph. He's screwed, man. He's massively screwed. Right, how many men have you got? You've got like 2.87k. Right, that's fine. He must have the Kingdom of Cordoba. Not a clue. Not a clue. Right. Leon would be best to get. What would cripple him? Andalusia is the Moorish heartland that will cripple him. Okay, so I've got a choice to make. Before the next session, taking back France would be best religiously. I mean, I think the reason why, if we think about it logically, I think the reason why the Crusade, I don't know if it, well, I don't know exactly what caused the trigger of the Crusade. If it's the fact that the Umayyads have taken a certain percentage of Catholic lands, or whether it's the proximity of what they've taken in relation to holy sites. I seem to remember reading that if they got close to Paris, or took over Rome, that would trigger the early Crusades. I'm thinking it's them capturing this land here which has triggered this, and therefore, I think I agree. I think taking this back. This is close. This is close to Italy. This is close to France. Both containing very important Catholic sites. Yeah. I think this needs to fall. I think the Crusade needs to be against this kingdom right here. So it's Toulouse. So if that's what's triggered it, then we need to take it back. Andalusia, they would collapse. Where's Andalusia? So if we, so what is Andalusia? Kingdom of Andalusia. Currently, it's just showing. Oh, I didn't see the whole outline. It's showing the entire area, so it's all of this here. All of this. I see. The Moorish heartland. Choices, eh? Who thought this was going to be a simple decision? The trouble is, as I said, one of the reasons for not taking the land was that we would be really in a pickle. We would be surrounded here by. No. It's getting ahead of ourselves. It's getting greedy. The proper religious thing to do is to restore Toulouse back to the Catholic. It's what's caused this grief. It's what's triggered the Pope. That is the step too far. This needs to be restored to Catholic faith as a matter of urgency. In due course, they will fall, Don't you worry about that. But let's not run before we can walk. To lose is the... I mean, we are zealous. Come on. We are going for the religious. And as drunk as we are, this does not require us to be doing something foolish. Because, you know, when people are drunk, you still have your faculties, depending on how much you drink. You're not completely stupid when you're drunk. You do silly things occasionally, but you still have the general consensus about what's going on. So what we're going to do to finish this session off then is we're going to do it. We're going to trigger it right now. We are going to request the Pope. And how could he deny us? As the most holy ruler in his realm. A man who has always fought for the good of the Catholics. I mean, who else? Who other religious ruler across this land would fight for another country? I went there and I removed a cynic from Wales. Not for personal glory, but for the good of the Catholic realm. And for the good of the Catholic realm, I am telling you, in his drunken... I'm telling you, Pope. Nobody tells the Pope. Just calm down. I'm telling you, Pope man, these people will fall to the might of our religion. Crusade! Claim Aquitaine! And I shall be the first one mounting my horse, and I'm going to take my son with me so that he can't go sleeping around with other women. Oh no, he'll be too busy. To the faithful, prepare for war. A message approaching us with a letter from the Vatican. From the Vicar of Christ himself, he is asking us to prepare our men to fight against the heathens and the infidels, to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. The Pope wants to send our faithful Christian men against Aquitaine. The region is held by the Mohammedan Caliph Suleiman of the Umayyad Empire. That's a mouthful. And it's time to return it to Christianity once more. Though the Pope wants to invade Aquitaine, a pious Christian could convince everyone to focus on another objective that is of more value to us. No, there's no need to prepare here. I'm ready! Holy War for India. I'm ready! Ready the men! Get them lined up! I pledge my troops to this crusade for Aquitaine. And we're off! I ain't got time for this. I have encountered Conversus Donacad many times. Very good. Very good. Can't stay for a game of military strategy. Just about to do it for real. See you on the other side. Right, we're off. We are off. This is new to me. New crusading mechanics. Let's have a look then. So, crusade for Aquitaine. His Holiness Pope Nicholas has declared a crusade to reclaim all parts of the Kingdom of Aquitaine held by Caliph Suleiman. The crusade will launch on the 31st of March in 464 days? What? I want to go now! I want to go now! Okay, so I think we're preparing now. I think we're required to prepare for this crusade. I have no idea how to prepare for a crusade, so I'm going to have to just do a little bit of quick reading about preparing for a crusade. So there you go, folks. We'll just tick over to the 1st of the month, just in case anything happens. I don't think it will. There we go, 2nd. You always miss it. Crusade beneficiary not selected. As a participant in the ongoing crusade, a beneficiary should be selected so that when the inevitable victory occurs, our dynasty may share in the spoils. Oh, look at this. Hang on. Hang on. We can do this together. We can do this together. We can do this together. Pledged. What's this screen? This is all... what is this? The crusade is starting on the 31st of March 969. Recipient, stance. Target, change, target. No. Other side, pledged, leave. Total strength, your beneficiary. What on earth? Right, I'll have to do some reading. I'll have to do some reading about this. This appears very complex. Very complex. It's probably very simple, but to me it seems very complex. So we'll save it here. I'll upload the game save, as somebody asked a bit earlier. I'll upload the game save to the Discord server initially, and then I'll put it onto the video description for those that are watching this after the event. Let me overwrite an old save here. There we go. Let's save over that one. Oh, man alive. What a session. What a flipping session. That was. Jeez Louise. Right, okay, so we've lost our eldest son. Our youngest son is turning into a bit of a seducer and very may soon find himself stripped of his position as of heir of England. But forget all of that, you know, because we are now in a crusade. We are now in a crusade. Johann's religious fervour continues to burn brightly. He's now 50-something years young. He's now 52 years young. He's overcome smallpox. We've sent our daughter away to a nunnery. We've remarried. So much has happened. But the one thing that has not wavered, except for a bit of a tendency to drink too much, is this man's faith. It remains strong. It remains steadfast. And now he gets to crusade. What a way to finish his legacy. If we can obtain a victory here, he'll go down in the history books, I'm telling you now. Oh yes. Right. Join me in the next session, people. Thank you all for watching and bearing with me during our technical difficulties. The next session of this will probably either be Monday or Tuesday. Feel free in the Discord server to head over to the CK2 section and give me your crusading tips and advice. I'm going to do a bit of reading myself, but if you've got any sort of advice for me, my first crusade Holy Fury style, I might need a bit of a guidance or two. Keep an eye out for the game saves going up in about the next 10 minutes. Enjoy your weekends. There's going to be no stream Monday or Tuesday because I'm going to use that time. Well, Tuesday's football now anyway, so I can't stream on a Tuesday. Monday I'm going to use that time for more RimWorld preparation. So the next stream you will see will be RimWorld next week. But on Monday, instead of a stream, I'll give you my video update telling you what to expect from RimWorld and another couple of other bits and bats as well. So yes, lots to look forward to, and so enjoy your weekends. Until next time, I need a cup of Earl Grey. It's been a roller coaster. I'll see you soon.